last time on Trinity Isle.
Baldia will sort of see what's going on, and he will say to Kretash, I'm gonna go help the injured. If you ever come across a Goliath with a flaming red beard, you let me know. Kretash, in the corner of your room, you see Cassiopeia sit up with a jolt.
Where is the
Ahead of you.
The sound
Ahead of
coming
you.
from the fucking village! Is it from the fucking village?
Bow before Stroud von Zarovich. Later that night, Kretash came into the office, ripped up every piece of paper on my desk, and set it all ablaze, along with his beloved Bolmir. Tell your brother I say hi when you see him, and the door will close.
What?
He will lift his faceplate, and you will see the face of Master Toe, sat on a horse in front of you.
You.
How are you still alive?
Soon.
Hello,
Yeah, no.
Zephyr, and
Hello.
everybody else watching the stream today.
Cannibalism!
No.
No.
Ladies and
wow.
gentlemen, the journey
My God.
continues. Welcome to season 2.
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm excited.
Yes, guys, we didn't get cancelled.
I
We
don't
got
know how.
renewed for the new season.
There is time. There is time.
Alright, ladies and
It
gentlemen,
might not be a season 3.
we shall see. We shall see, but thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for the first episode, the premiere of season 2, The Great Goblin War. Now, we're going to start off, as we always do, with a quick rundown from the cast. So, from the top left, we have Takumi, the human fighter played by Shadowblade312.
Hello, that is I. Thank you for joining us today. We are very excited and a little scared for what may happen, but indeed, welcome to the show.
We have Kretash the Cold, our dark elf wizard played by Malachi__ Gaming.
Hello, hello.
We have Seelia, the half-stone elf bard played by the Trinity Isle artist DelphiniumRai.
Hi. Lovely to see you again for season 2.
We have War Short Temper, the human paladin, Warlock, played by the TheMrWa.
Hi, I'm a full-time Celeste streamer now.
And we have Cassiopeia, the Aarakocra druid, played by TheBarinade.
Hello, hello. It's a pleasure to be back as your resident Wordle puzzle streamer. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
I still don't understand the trend, but it's fine. Now,
I'm not playing that either.
normally it is at this point where we would have the cast do a rundown, but since it is the beginning of the season, that'll be up to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, where we left off, the travelers, the heroes, the intrepid survivors, however you wish to name them, journeyed to a heritage site where they were able to liberate hostages from a goblin encampment. During this travel, they met the great and treacherous Thorel, who exposed Kretash Moldua for what he really was, at least in some people's eyes. After leaving the heritage site, surviving near impossible odds, which is no small feat, they were welcomed once again by the warm light and strong ales of the Paradox, where our protagonists questioned some of their more personal ties. On return to Ocean's Edge, they were stopped by Captain of the Gydanus Guard, Rithik. After War's questionable dealings with a vampire, he is now placed under suspicion of perusing with the undead. Now, after travelling for nearly a day towards the City of the Sun, Takumi has met an old foe. And that is where our story shall begin once again. You will sit in the carriage, sun beating down on you, the long day making you feel heavy, weary, and Takumi, your eyes are met with the eyes of Masato Kusaka, who sits on a great white steed, helmet firmly placed around his head. However, the faceplate has been lifted to reveal his face, and he will look at you. How are you still alive? I thought you died with the others.
You thought I died with the others? What are you talking about? The last time I saw you, you know what happened. You made sure I got out of there alive while everyone else died around us, including the very one who took us both in and many others when we became orphans.
It was a
You remember
necessary
that?
sacrifice, Takumi. I tried to explain to you before, but you would never listen to me. The Harpers are an old way. Proof no more is there in the fact that you and I are the sole survivors of our creed. Don't tell me you don't know. I get it, I didn't get along with those vintage fighters. But don't act insulting in their memory. I thought you were better than that.
So it was you. You and those masked goons with you.
I did what I had to do. That's why I let you live. You're different. You're stronger. You and me, we're the modern Harpers. And Cryovane took the rest.
Cryovane?
That white dragon Master was hunting years ago, keeping him up in the peaks. The one who sent Phandalin into a wasteland of ice and frost. He's begun expanding his territory in the last few days. He took the city. I figured you died with them.
So it was true. I didn't want to believe it. Mari, is she? The others, Shuji, Rina,
Lost to the
They-
wastes. Nothing more than sculptures like the ones we'd make as kids.
if they're just frozen, then we can bring them out of there, can't we? If they're...
Don't you see, Takumi? This is our opportunity. This is a blessing in disguise. It hurts, I get that. But we can start the Harpers again in a new age. No longer held down by tradition. Who are these new friends of
you'd have-
yours?
After what you did, the rest of us helped bring the Harpers back, and I set out to come here to find you, to find out what happened, to find out why you did what you did. These are my new companions I've met along the way here. There is human paladin over there, Wash Short Temper, the Arakakra, Cassiopeia, and here is
I'm
Seelia.
Seelia. Who exactly are you?
Master Kusaka. Commander of the Gaidanis Guard. Second-hand terrific. Takumi's brother-in-arms.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And you.
What? Sure about pleasure in the current circumstances, but hello.
Well, what are your circumstances? It's not often I see Takumi riding with people in binds.
Ah. Well, What of our
Irrelevant for the moment.
or irrelevant?
You, pale one. You're quiet. I guess you're the vampire problem?
Well, I'm a problem. I don't know about a vampire.
Not
one.
you, Dark Elf. The other one, with the glowing eyes.
Just gonna look over and just nod once, and then look away.
So are you a vampire?
I'll shake my head.
He'll look terrific. We haven't tested him yet, but I thought it was better safe than sorry. I could do that for you if you want. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily prove that you're not dangerous, but we could at least prove that you're still human. If you are human.
I'll nod.
May I, Takumi?
It's the only way we're gonna get moving, so go ahead.
Master will ride forward on his steed and place a hand on Wa. And while you will feel a familiar magic coursing through you, his eyes will glow ever so slightly, more so will the symbol on his chest, a radiant glowing sun. And then he will pull his hand back and look terrific. He's powerful, maybe even deadly, but he's not undead. My oath has shown that.
Your oath? Your new one that I've heard about?
We can talk about it over a nice hot stew. It's getting late. The camp's just up the road. If we're still travelling together, Rithik, who will simply nod in response. Satisfied, Inui?
Sure. It's the best we can do for now.
Very well. He will make a signal to the other guards, and Rithik will nod to his signal, and you will once again begin riding down the road. And the time is now your own to make whatever conversation you need whilst I prepare the next segment.
Takumi, was that the person you were looking for in the tavern?
That is the person who I was looking for.
I reckon you're not exactly on good terms by what I heard.
It's complicated. We were part of the same. I mean, he's already mentioned it, so I might as well do the same. We were part of the Harbor's faction in our hometown of Estuary City back in Faerun. We fought alongside each other. Sometimes we even fought each other over differences in opinions and methodology. He was
But over-
always, yeah.
Carry on. Sorry.
He was always the one who, if there was a monster, just kill it. It doesn't matter if they were a good one if they still were trying to hold on to their humanity, wouldn't matter to him. Every monster just had to die. But we knew some, the rest of our friends knew some that were still good, still tried to maintain humanity, but he wouldn't agree.
What was the
So that's
symbol that
where
he showed?
the difference comes in.
What symbol?
What was that symbol
Uh,
that showed
the
when he
chest.
used his magic?
The one on his chest plate, the golden sun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing it's just the symbol he uses to call upon his strength.
Well, it will stand for something.
Probably relates to the city of Gaidanus that he's working with now.
Mhm.
But you were saying something, Celia?
I was just saying how it makes sense that now, given your explanation about the different, let's say, tactics as to dealing with monsterly creatures, it makes sense why you wouldn't get along. But do you reckon um, your past would, I don't know how to explain it, bring to have any ill will towards us? Or is he trustworthy-ish?
Hmm. You can count on him to fight alongside us if the need comes. But do take care to not let him try to manipulate you into more of his schemes. He's had a habit of doing that to try to make me look bad in front of all the others.
Understood.
Takumi, I have to ask. A name
Yeah?
was mentioned recently. Just now, in fact. Cryovane. What do you know about him?
Like I mentioned to Dualius, my master, well, the person who was a father figure to me, to Masato, to our friends, many of us back at home, he took us all in. And we became orphans, and he apparently had some missions where he set out some had something to do with cryovane, and alongside that I've been seeing visions, dreams of this cryovane, and now it turns out the worst has come true. What I saw in the magic mirror was not just another vision, but the hard truth that I was hoping wouldn't be true. My home has been frozen over, along with Mari, along with Shuji, Rina, and everyone else.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I met Cryovane once.
You did?
About 15 years ago. Tried to kill me.
What happened?
Uh, I didn't really see. Uh, it was just after I left home. I was on my way to Waterdeep, to the college. Um, I knew to stay away from the mountain. I knew not to go near there, but this dragon left. He started coming after me, chased me so long. Some I don't know what they were. Some fighters, some warriors of some kind. They held back Cryovane as I ran.
15 years ago, you said.
Yeah.
I think it must have been my 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 predecessor clansmen, my the Harpers who helped out. The timeline seems to match up.
Well, you know.
And it is
This
at this
cryo-
point that the horses will begin to draw to the side of the road, and you will notice that there is a small encampment slightly to the right, sort of protected by brush and the occasional tree, that bear the same glowing sun symbol that Masato bears. As you draw closer, you will feel the earth beneath you uneven, touched by war. But as you come into the walls of the camp, you feel a sense of safety, warmth even as fires burn lightly. You see the occasional guard, either sat at a table, eating or drinking, or even on watch. Otherwise, it is quiet and still. And the carriage is pulled to a stop. The guards leave their horses, and as Masato gets off his horse, he will simply wave his hand and it will disappear, glittering like a star, before becoming nothing. Alright, how chick yet? This is as far as we go today.
Does he say that, or does Rithik or someone
Just a
else say
random
that?
guard. One of the ones
Right.
that was riding with you with the carriage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up. I'll get out of the cart and I'll start looking around, sort of observing where everyone is.
There's
I was going to sleep.
There's two guards at the entrance that you came from. There's two sat around one of the two fires. And other than that, you have the guards that came with you, 7 of them, including Rithik, who are all tying up their horses, and Masato and his 2 men, both of which have gone into one of the tents, whilst Masato sort of stands watching you all disembark.
I will also disembark with the rest of my party who have done so.
Yep.
I think Cassiopeia will follow behind as well.
Okay. As you do so, Rithik will go over and begin talking to Masato. One of the guards will walk over. I've been given permission to unbind you whilst we're in the camp, if it would make you more comfortable. We are trained to deal with outbreaks, so don't try anything or we'll have to shoot you.
That sounds fair.
And unless either Cassiopeia or Wa resist, they will begin untying the ropes around your ankles, your wrists.
I will just hold out my wrists a bit forward so they can unbind.
You 3, Takumi, Kretash, and
won't.
Seelia weren't bound. It was...
Oh, okay.
I think Cassiopeia opted in to be bound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot.
It was a
I
whole
just
thing.
thought, I just thought while we were on there they must have tied a wrist or something, but yeah, never mind.
Yeah, no. You 3 were unbound. What had to be bound, and Cassiopeia felt like it was right. Let's say. But
Let's say.
I think that's a really good way. Honestly, that's a really good Cassiopeia point of view way of putting it.
yeah, I've been thinking about it. But the guard will take
I
the
will
ropes.
just look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
you
just
go.
gonna look at Cassiopeia and just ask, "Do you still want to be tied up, or do you want to let your limbs kind of be free for now?
I feel neutrally. Um, I think I enjoyed the experience of being at the mercy of the law.
I mean, it'll be tough resting here if you're still going to be bound.
That is true. Although I've never tried to rest while bound.
Wouldn't
Oh,
recommend it, love.
Why do you say that?
Oh, why?
I've been a prisoner of war before.
Mm-hmm.
It's not comfortable. You get rope burn and stuff.
I see. That does not sound fun. Was the rope that was binding you, flaming hot? She's not smiling, I'm just smiling, I'm sorry.
No, but it was tight. Goblins are not generous creatures.
I see. How does a room temperature rope burn a person?
When you're obvious. When you.
sir, unless she objects, just take the vines off, me,
It's
please.
fine. It's fine. Aarakocra are a young species. It's completely expected. Speaking of, you are free to fly about the place as long as you are within the sight of the lookout. And there's
How do I know how far his side extends? Or their side extends?
if they start shouting at you to come back, I would just do what they say.
Can they shout farther than they can see?
Just do what you're told.
I'm attempting to.
I'm aware. And there is a lake not too far away if anyone needs to bathe. Obviously,
yeah. That's your people go for bird bath if that's an option.
we won't be watching, but we will have people checking in every few minutes just to make sure you've not scalped off. There are a few spells around the area to make sure that prisoners or unwanted guests don't come in or out of the camp. So just make sure someone knows you're leaving so they know what to expect.
Understood. Are we prisoners?
One of you is potentially, the rest of you are surprise guests.
Am I a prisoner or a surprise guest?
Considering the fact that you've been so forthcoming, I wouldn't call you a prisoner.
Cassiopeia looks visibly slightly disappointed, but she nods.
I mean, if you wanted to try and steal my sword, I could tie you up and leave you outside for the crows to peck at overnight.
I wouldn't try to go for anything like that.
Good girl.
At least there's some logic. Reason and
Right.
sensibility.
The cook will start putting the stew on in a little bit. Your tent is the red one towards the middle of the camp. We've made sure there's enough bedrolls for all 5 of you. You each get one small chest to store whatever valuables you may have on you. If it can't fit in the chest, it's not our problem. We have little space here, and we weren't expecting so many of you.
We weren't either, believe
Oh,
us.
yeah.
What?
I've just seen BarinAde and Malachi just both cracking up.
Well, if you were paying attention, you'd know.
Oof.
We're just two giggly motherfuckers.
We're just vibing.
Cassiopeia does have something that she would like to put away into the box temporarily.
Is it the crutch?
It's both crutches.
One of which is damaged, do not forget.
One of which is worn out quite a bit.
Mm.
The other one looks pretty sturdy still.
Yeah, that's a pretty good crutch. The guard
I will
will
walk up
leave
to
you to your business.
Cassiopeia.
What's the time of day right now?
We'll let Kretash do his thing first, and then I'll get to you, Takumi.
Yeah.
Cassiopeia, I know you prefer to sleep perched. If you'd like to borrow this for the night, you're more than welcome to, and I'll hand out the immovable rod.
Thank you, Kretash. I sincerely appreciate that. Are
Oh,
you sure you won't be needing this overnight?
I don't think so. I think I can let it go for the night.
Thank you. I am forever in your debt.
No need
Until
to
I
thank
find a way to repay you for this rod.
me. Well, it's just for the night. It's a loan. That way you don't owe me anything until once you've given it back.
Does your loan accumulate interest overnight?
No, it doesn't. I'm a generous person. Sometimes.
It's quite wonderful. Please make sure that nobody's taking advantage of your generous offers.
I will do my best.
I hope so.
And I handed the rod and just turn away.
All
She'll
right.
kind of play with it a little bit.
Cassiopeia may add one immovable rod to your inventory. Kretash, I very much
Removing it
trust
as
that
we
you are
speak.
removing it. Yep. Okay. Kretash, it is about... The sun is beginning to set. It's early to maybe mid-evening.
Okay.
Where's Rithik at this point?
He has just finished his discussion with Master Toe. He is currently sitting on a small tree stump, kind of cleaning his sword.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Okay. As you do
Seelia is
so.
going to follow him.
Okay. As the two of you get closer, you will sort of see this
Will I-
rag.
Will I notice Celia following me?
I don't know. Seelia, are you trying to be stealthy?
No, not really.
Then yes, you will.
I will turn to Celia and be like, I appreciate you coming with me, but I need to have a private discussion. Not private, just a one-on-one discussion with Rithik for the moment.
Whatever so about.
About the situation we're in. I haven't exactly been easy with Rithik, and given everything else that's gone on, I feel like I owe him the respect to at least be direct with him. I need to have this conversation, if you don't mind.
Gonna go back to Cassiopeia and the rest of the party.
I'm just going to go into the tent, by the way, and lay down.
Okay, you do so. It's like... It's a typical military bed. It's a goat skin with a small amount of comfort from cotton and feathers, but it's you're
I
used to
organised
it.
all my inventory the same. Yeah, exactly. I organised it as though it was like a familiar setting, and then just lay down.
Okay. Kretash, you go over, you see Rithik sort of now polishing his blade and putting it away before he looks up at you. Sighs, not to you, but more so himself, and stands. You had quite the night, didn't you?
That is a word for it. And please sit, and I'll sit down like on the ground so I'm below him.
He'll let down for a moment, and then he will say, I do owe you an apology. I apologize for how one note I was, but you must understand the situation that I was put under.
I'll hold my hand up and stop him and just be like, you owe me no apology. I am not an easy person on a good day, and today is not a good day. You were more than patient with me.
And you with us. So,
Sort of nod.
what'll it be, Mr. Cold?
Direct information for you. Everything that, at the very least, I know or have been told.
That would be useful.
The situation as it stands, as the four of us have been told, myself, Cassiopeia, Seelia, and Takumi, is that Wa made a deal of sorts to save our lives. This is what he has told us.
And a vampire wanted you all to live?
I think a vampire, the vampire, has other plans, and I assure you I will be keeping a close eye. And I will, at that point, pull out the scroll of Find Familiar
I've seen one
and
of these
place
before.
it in front of me.
That does make my job a lot more complicated. I can't put someone on trial for being a warlock. That would cause anarchy, but if this is the same vampire that we're both thinking of,
I assure you it is the vampire.
then this cannot go unnoticed.
I agree.
And his current
However-
visage does not exactly help my situation.
No, I unfortunately do not have any abilities on me that would assist in that either. If I could cast a spell to alter his visage would be helpful, but unfortunately I cannot.
I appreciate the effort. Now I just need to think about what to do with you five. You've helped, no doubt. Oriane, Lucas, and Samuel all made it back to town a couple hours before you did. And something about glowing horses, but we took them to the apothecary and that was that. You've helped Ocean's Edge and helped me over the last couple of days, but what to do?
Well, in return for some of that help, may I ask a favor? You said before we left Ocean's Edge that should we be found guilty, the four of us will spend our lives in prison. My request is that only one of us were to suffer that fate.
Should it still come to trial, I may be able to dissuade some of the reports. It'll take a lot of work and even more coin, but it can be done. That's even to say if we make it back to Gaidanus and even get you a trial, what with this new information. You can testify that he is a warlock and not a thrall or a fully turned vampire.
But given to whom he has aligned himself, it complicates things.
Yes. Myself
I
and Master
understand that better
Toe.
than most.
Myself and Master Toe can discuss it tonight after everyone else has gone to bed. If we can come up with a solution, as returns for what you have done for me, I may be able to grant you 5 a pardon. But Wa must be very, very careful with how he acts around civilians, and especially careful with how he makes himself appear. An
I
armored
understand.
man with glowing eyes is not exactly something we want to see in a goblin war.
No, I imagine not. I appreciate the effort. And I'll stand, I'll look at him and nod and walk off.
I'll see you at dinner. And he will go into what you can presume to be his own tent.
Yep.
and you return back to the group. Whilst Kretash was having his conversation, was there anything the remaining four wanted to do during that time?
Yes.
Okay.
I fell asleep.
We will go with Cassiopeia. I heard your voice first, and then we'll go to Takumi.
Cassiopeia wants to take a bird bath
Okay.
and prune her feathers.
All right. You
Wait, and like they said there was a bath.
A lake. There's a lake where we can bathe ourselves if necessary.
Let's go with Cassiopeia. It's girl time.
Yes, let's go.
I was also wanting to go to the river as well.
Okay, the three of you can
We
go
will
to the lake.
we will go on a separate ship.
Wait, but before we all go, is there a guard nearby who I can like tell that hey we're going?
Well, it's more of a case of you would have to leave the camp, so you would be going past the lookout.
All right, so I also wanted to go there, so I'll go with them.
Okay, Kretash, you will see them beginning to leave. If you want to go with them, you can do.
I'll tag along.
Okay.
It's all right. There's a section for the
No,
Like,
that's fine. I just
section
need. They just need.
then-
I have to roll for something.
section for the
It's fine.
Bro! What are you rolling for?
I want to walk past the lookout and just go, look out! Nah. That's what I would do though.
Okay, right. So before I roll this, you go to the. Fuck.
I can't wait for there to be an ambush and I'm just there sleeping.
You go to the entrance of the camp and the guards let you. Going down to the lake.
We are not escaping.
yes,
we are-
we're going
back
We're going
down.
to the lake.
yes,
Okay.
we're going to look.
We'll have someone come check on you if you're not back within half an hour. If you leave the premises of the camp entirely, we will know.
We understand.
Fair enough.
They will open the gate.
Can I look to the guard and ask, how do you know if you've left or not?
We have spells that are in place, and we have scouts that are
I see.
around the lake.
Can we venture as far as we like within the half an hour, as long as we return?
As long as you are back within half an hour and you don't leave the border our scouts have set up,
Could I please have a map of the border?
you will know it.
At this point, while this conversation's happening, I'm gonna tap Takumi on the shoulder and whisper, "I'll be back." I'm gonna bolt back to where I was talking to Rithik and pick up my scroll that I just left on the ground.
I will nod. I will
And then I'm
nod.
gonna pick up that scroll and,
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna run back.
yeah.
Okay, so I don't need to roll. I don't need to roll that as well. Nice.
You don't need to roll that as
Cool.
well.
Cool. Remembered lost items. Didn't have to lose
Yes,
them.
arrows,
because of
arrows. If we
stupidity.
shoot arrows,
Alright.
we need to remember to pick them.
Now, Wara's gone to sleep, so I need to roll this.
Yikes!
Do I successfully sleep?
My success.
Probably not.
Maybe a con. No, you're fine.
Maybe a concept.
Oh.
We might need to
Master
go
walks over and
Oh,
like,
I
you
choke
gotta
on my own
die.
spit in my sleep.
Yes, very much so.
I mean, that would be the least, like, sus thing you would have, like, almost died to in the last 24 hours.
I know, right?
Too sus.
A door.
Okay.
A drink. Yeah.
Right. Okay. You
A mountain.
begin walking down the sort of little slope, and you see a crystal blue lake sitting in front of you as the sun slowly begins to set. Its radiant glow bounces and skims over the water beautifully.
Cassiopeia will get in.
Does it look?
Fully
does-
okay. No, that's fine. I just need to sort something out real quick.
Cassiopeia doesn't really wear clothes. I don't think
Yeah.
She has like armor on or anything like that. She has a shield.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
All right, you
If-
all see as Cassiopeia will, I assume, remove your shield, and
No,
How
I'm
d-
not
how-
removing anything.
You don't remove your shield. Okay.
With the rapier,
remove
you
anything.
still
I'm
have
washing
your
it.
shield.
Just
Keep
I
it
would,
wash
I
the
would
shield.
say, all I'll say, Cassiopeia, remember, it is a wooden shield.
That's
It
fine.
will rot.
She's gonna.
How do you
wash
go
the
in? How do you go into the water?
Cannonball
Sheepskin.
Full cannonball with flight or without flight?
with flight.
All right,
Actually.
you see as this shining individual leaps into the water below. It's like a full cannonball motion, and you see these ripples leave from where her impact was.
And then she'll kind of like splash around and
Yeah.
preen her feathers and stuff.
You guys are now free to
Seelia-
roleplay for a few minutes.
How's
fun.
how's the water? Hot, warm, cold, too cold?
Colder than average body temperature. Warmer than the sea. In winter. Colder than the sea in summer.
Is that right, Zephyr?
I have no clue.
I will allow Cassiopeia to control the temperature of the water through roleplay.
Right.
Boiling up now.
Oh well, too hot for me.
You know what?
Wait, hang on. I can just freeze it.
So I
No,
would like
do
to
not
heat it to
fucking
I can
100 degrees Celsius.
literally freeze the lake with one spell.
No. No.
You take full. You
okay.
may now take full control of your tokens as well.
Oh,
Oh.
wait. I need to.
Are we?
Open
Oh,
that.
we are. We're moving over to a map.
There's a map.
That's
That's
amazing.
great.
That is
Awesome.
amazing.
Is it just a lake? There's a lake down there.
It's a fucking seaside, yo. It's not just a lake. It's
kinda
a
bullied.
seaside.
Have you seen lakes? They're pretty big.
There's a big lake.
Yeah, they're up there.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. I don't know how big it is from just the map. It could be a tiny lake. The boundaries of it could
Well,
just be right outside the map.
considering each square is 5 foot, then that would make this at the very least 170 feet of lake.
Okay, Zephyr, there is something important that I want to do now that I'm
Yes.
here very quickly.
Yes.
Can I, after I've kind of preened my feathers a little bit and had a little bit of a splash around, dive down under the water to search for sunken treasure of any kind?
Possible.
Fuck it, roll me perception.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
This is what you guys want to do. Welcome to season 2, motherfuckers.
While he's
Chapter 2.
while she's doing that, I'm going to take off my like basically all my clothes. I'm just going to leave my pants on. I'm going to pull out the scroll of Find Familiar, and I'm actually going to cast it.
Okay.
Well,
now-
in your underwear. You're
now tell
I'm in my
us-
pants.
tell
No,
us-
I'm in pants.
Familiar.
Like,
Tell us not only how you cast it, but what familiar appears before the group.
I will sit down. I will lay out this scroll and sort of meditate on this scroll in front of me. I've got to double check the requirements for the spell because I believe I got it here. It is it's vocal and somatic. So I will wave my hands over it and say, "Come to me, my familiar." And
You wanted a raven, yes?
a rotting raven will appear before the group. This like on the basically the same as Kretash in the fact that, you know, one side of it is preen, clean, and well maintained, and on the other side its face has just rotted and decayed. One of its wings looks like it's decaying but still works.
Okay. As you sort of see Kretash saying the spell, black smoke and tendrils begin to stretch from your forearm, sort of following roughly where your veins are, down to your fingertips, and then leach out of you, wrapping into this sort of what looks like a mangled ball of string or yarn. And eventually from it shrinks, and from it grows the visage of a crow or raven. And that raven, like you said, half pristine, almost elegant in its look. The other dead, decaying, rotting. Now, would you like your familiar to speak?
No. I want it to be able to communicate with me, but I don't want it to speak outside of its mimicry, which is
Okay.
one of its abilities. Outside of that, it does not speak.
All right. It sort of flies around in a little circle around the whole group for a moment, almost as though like the familiar is getting used to its shape, and then will land on your shoulder and sort of tilt its head ever so slightly, awaiting orders.
I will pet it and wade into the water.
Okay.
Celia, that is cool. Celia is going to strip down to undergarments and fold them and go into the water towards Cassiopeia. What she's up to.
Very nice. Like I said, this entire scenario is completely up to you guys.
It's a
until I
beach
say otherwise.
episode. It's a beach episode.
Life's a beach.
It's a beach episode and was not invited.
Yes! I hate the water. It scares me.
Oh, so we should run back, pick you up while you're
Oh
asleep.
no! Is it as in water?
Throw
As
you
it scares
into
me
the water.
as a person, not a character.
Yeah, true. I'd love to throw your sleeping body into the water.
Just
No.
just have a bucket and just use the bucket and bring some water
Wait, do I
back,
have one? I don't think I have one.
perhaps. But what I'd like to do right now, I'd like to also take off my armor and my weapons. I believe my undergarments under that would be like a black t-shirt and a black boxers.
Okay.
And I would like to right now before I go into the river and like bathe, I'd like to clean my weapons and patch up my armor and clean the armor as well.
Yep, that's fine. You can
Um,
do that. I will also say, if you are unequipping stuff, you need to unequip them on your sheet.
Yeah. I'm just clicking all the stuff
Wait.
off right now, so I would like just clean the stuff that needs cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
And when that is done, when the armor is done being patched up and clean, same with the weapons and all that, uh, I'm
yeah.
going to place them like about right here where I can see them,
Yep.
and then just head in and bathe myself in the water in the river.
Okay.
I think I worded all that correctly.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Like I said, you guys have complete control.
He's terrified of miscommunication because Zeph is a backstabbing bastard.
Yes.
I didn't choose this life;
Accurate.
it chose me.
It shows you when you might well.
Okay. So before I go into the river, are they indeed clean and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
are they all patched up?
Almost like almost unnaturally clean. But yeah, this is clearly a thing that you have done for years and years.
Yeah. So armor is all patched up. Good. All right. I'm going in. I'm bathing, getting all clean now.
Okay.
I will bathe very briefly and then proceed to head back out and begin walking back to the camp with Crowley on my shoulder.
Okay.
Nice name.
As you do. You notice ahead of you. Five
Am I receiving a
individuals.
message?
Five
Oh.
individuals
You're
in
living
front
he's
of
terrified.
you. No.
5 individuals.
You can see them. They're on the
Okay,
map.
what can you...
What? The
That is
For
interesting.
fuck's sake.
I was gonna say I'm leaving as well, but
I mean, no, you can do whatever you want.
or that.
You guys still have full
I'm-
control over the situation.
Yeah.
I'm
While
gonna
Oh, I zoomed out.
sorry,
I'm
you
gonna
go.
whistle to the others and
Move
let them
yourself on the
know.
map, by the way. You're still in the water.
I
So
am.
you're gonna
I am on
whistle to
mine.
the others, and
Yeah, I whistle to you guys and alert you to these 5 individuals.
okay.
Do I hear
Once.
And
the
I
whistle under the sea?
Oh yeah. What happened with that? They rolled perception. What happened?
Yeah, I know. I've been working that out. Well, that's why I try to give you guys control
Okay.
over the situation for a
Okay.
minute.
All right. If you need more time here, when I'm done and when Kretash alerts us, I'm gonna finish bathing and equip all that stuff back, if I may.
Celia's just gonna start dressing up as quickly as she can.
So I'm gonna check on the stuff I equip back right now.
I enter a deeper REM cycle of sleep.
I'm going to say. Actually, wait. Can I? How far away from the camp are we?
You're a good, like, few 100 feet. Baronade, you've received a message for what you found.
Okay. Oh!
We found
I
70
found
in moving rods.
unusable leather armor.
There, it was on a skeleton.
Oh, okay. Can I have the skeleton?
I mean,
I will let you take a single.
improvised
I will
weapons.
let you take a single part of the skeleton.
I want the rib cage.
You can add 1 ribcage as a custom item.
Okay. I am going to say to Crowley, trouble at the lake, and then I'm going to send Crowley to mimic that to Rithik. Because my familiar does not have to stay within 100 feet of me, I just lose the ability to communicate with it outside of 100 feet.
Okay.
So I will send Crowley to Rithik to say trouble at the lake.
The crow will immediately begin fluttering off. And what looks to be the sort of leader will look at it and then look back. Yeah, we'll continue to move forward.
I'm so prepared to snap my fingers and blip it out of existence.
Celia's gonna go towards. Wait. Oh God. Is
I'm gonna-
Cassiopeia on top of the water now? Can I like call out?
I'm gonna
to her?
call out. I'm gonna
Probably
call out to
reemerged.
them. State your business.
We just want to bathe.
Did the guards let you pass?
They're not.
What guards?
I'm gonna walk to the side and just sort of like gesture to everyone to walk this way.
Yeah. Cassiopeia, is she out?
She's still in the water.
God, fucking God, Cassiopeia.
She's watching them with
I'm
with a
looking at
curious gaze to see if
Seelia.
they're
I'm
actually
just
going to come
waving
bathe.
them over as they get closer.
You hear a slight growling as the wolf begins to sniff you.
I am going to show my open hands to it.
It's looking up at your head.
I will take. A
I'm
step
going
to the
to
side.
prepare
Oh God.
to cast
It's following
Chill
us.
Touch on this wolf. I'm only going to
That's
prepare to cast it. I do not cast.
Ah!
Seelia's gonna have one arm.
Zephyr,
No.
Yes,
No.
Cassiopeia?
is there a check I could roll in this ribcage that is now in my inventory to be able to ascertain what kind of creature it came from?
Make a medicine check.
Okay.
If
Uh,
if this wolf attacks, I will cast, but only if it attacks.
Okay. I wouldn't provoke them. They only hurt our enemies.
I just had a brilliant idea.
We're
What did you
not
get
trying
on
to.
your what did you get on your med? You can tell it's a humanoid. And
Okay.
nothing more.
Could I pry a bone off of the ribcage and throw it to the dog?
Do you even know that they're here at the moment?
I'm on top of the water.
You can
time.
you can throw a bone at the dog, but its eyes will remain firmly on Seelia, as will the one in front of Kretash. Its eyes will remain firmly on him.
Wait, the
I
one in
have this
front of me?
image of
There
the
should be nothing in
There's one
front of me.
next
Aracocra.
to you.
I have an image of the Aracocra emerging from the water, holding his ribcage, really pleased with herself. Sees a dog, rips it off, and goes, "Peace."
Okay, so I can't actually see anything at the moment.
If you want to look at the
phone's
stream,
not updating.
if you want to look at the stream, it's there for you.
I don't want to look at the stream. I want it to update on my end. There we go. Okay, now I see it.
Yeah, the one there is a wolf in front of
No,
you.
you're
It
not.
is locking eyes with you.
I see that now. Yep. I'm still focused on the one that is in front of.
Easy there, boy. Easy there. He seems to like you.
I'm flattered. But could you call him to you, please?
Give him a minute. He'll settle down. Oh. Wait a minute. Pull your hair back, will ya?
That is a very indecent question to ask someone who has just bathed. I would rather not.
I wasn't asking. Show me your ears. Now,
Not how you speak to a lady.
let's settle down.
I'd like to approach this situation.
The taller woman will notice you.
I'll notice her back.
What seems to be the problem, bored goose?
I'm sorry.
Not you, bird. My friend here. His bloodhound seems to have found someone.
What do you mean?
What are two elves doing this side of the enchanted forest?
Bathing.
Bathing. Pretty much.
Let me rephrase. Why are two elves this side of the enchanted forest?
Why
Can't
not?
they go where they please?
They shouldn't be allowed to. Savages. I recommend you go home, pretty face. You wouldn't want...
I recommend you back off.
We were leaving.
Where
We're just
to?
gonna... Somewhere warmer. Preferably a tavern or something nearby, if there is one.
You should go home. Back to that enchanted forest of yours. Since you drove us out of it. Or what, have you come here to gloat?
Sever, I'd like to do something now.
Yes.
I'd like to make an action. Okay, which on the map? Who is it speaking right now?
The clawed woman.
Okay, I would like to go up to the clawed woman from behind and use the ribbed cage as a improvised weapon. But I'd like to shove it from like so from behind. I'd like to just kind of like put it on on top to like kind of restrict the clawed woman if possible.
Roll to attack.
Okay.
At what point has the Raven? At what point has the Raven arrived at Rippick?
That is for me to know.
That's fine.
Okay.
Barinade.
Well, then wouldn't Rippick alert me, and then
That is for me to know.
He said a few hundred feet, so it makes sense that it's taking a little while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ravens are pretty fast, but it would still take a while at this range.
Is this like just a D20 or is this like an unarmed attack?
This is a D20 plus your strength.
Okay, so it's just a D20. Gotta love that. 0 strength.
Is anyone going to see Cassiopeia attempt this?
Yeah.
Well, she's doing it because like she said she's doing the action, like, and none of you are close enough to interfere with said action.
I have Mage Hand.
I'm doing this as an action on my turn.
Yeah, that's the thing. Cassiopeia has initiated a surprise attack round, so she is going first. Because she initiated, she would not get advantage because the flanking only counts if the other person is attacking.
However, Zephyr, I am from behind right now, so is that giving me advantage or no?
Yeah, that's what I mean, because it's behind.
No, because she's acknowledged Cassiopeia's presence. That would be a stealth attack. This isn't stealth because Cassiopeia spoke to her. She knows that Cassiopeia is there. That does hit. Roll me a d4 for bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Oh, a natural 4.
As you sort of bring down this ribcage, it shatters over her head. And whilst there was a little bit of grimace, Takumi, you will see her face is more annoyed than pained. And now everyone will have to roll initiative.
Bitch. You son of a bitch, we almost got away with this fucking passively.
Good sleep.
Thankfully, I sent for reinforcements. I hope they get here.
Yay! Initiative!
Yay, initiative!
Yay,
initiative!
14.
8. 7.
And what'd you get, Takumi?
15. 12 plus 3.
We were gonna let the pointed ears get away. Now.
I have a question. I was holding.
Yeah, so you will get to cast. You will get to cast that before. Like
that will
before
go
we.
before.
Yeah, that will go before the combat. If you want to release it, you can release it. I just wanted to get initiative out. I just wanted to get initiative out of the way.
That's fine. I just wanted to.
Yeah. Don't worry, I forgot that. Right. Yeah. Okay, I'll get rid of that temporarily. Now I need to get the fucking battle music up.
Cassiopeia.
Is this the first time that Cassiopeia? Is this the first time that Cassiopeia has initiated combat?
I think so. Honestly, yeah. Usually it's me or Wa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Right. Okay.
Look, Cassiopeia she doesn't stand down when racism is afoot. Right?
I appreciate it. I love it. But at least wait till the reinforcements get here.
Okay.
We are outnumbered.
Who are you attacking, Kretash?
The wolf in front of Seelia.
All right. One moment. Just need to control this a little bit. There we go. All right. The wolf in front of Seelia, that is Wolf B. All right, roll to attack if you need to, or if it's a wisdom save, let me know what save.
I need to.
Okay, also got to make sure you lose 4.
That is 14 plus 4, 18.
That hits, yeah.
It's not much. It's a 1d8. That is 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. All right, and you are unleashing a chill touch, right?
Chill touch.
Good, good. All right, and then Wolf B is gonna make an attack on Seelia. Okay, that is not active. Does a 23 hit?
Oh my god.
Wait. Yeah, there's no reason to do that. Yes, it hits.
Okay.
Yes, it hits. What?
You take 7 piercing damage as a wolf goes to bite at your forearm.
That's fine. Seelia will step back and kind of wince.
All right, and now we will go to the Orc Claws' turn, who will turn around, see Cassiopeia has just shattered a ribcage over them.
She shattered a ribcage and it wasn't anyone who was in the party.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the enemies? It's just somebody's ribcage. Who knows whose?
It's their zone from the future.
And they will... I need to decide. Okay. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Who? Me?
Yes.
You.
Okay, wisdom saving throw, let's go.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. It's a 14.
That clears it. Okay, nothing happens. You sort of see this orc claw reach out and you see magic fire at you, but as you hold your wings out, the stars sort of sparkle a little bit and the spell is shattered. You will pay for your interruption of Pure Blood's tribe business. Elf sympathizer. Takumi, it's your turn.
I'm gonna try to talk first. Hey, wait, we don't need a fight. Stand down. That was just...
You
Cassiopeia's-
chose this.
I'm gonna call out to Takumi and say, move forward.
The orc
You mean
will
right here?
the orc
Towards
claw will turn to
Yeah.
you as its free action for this turn.
Yeah.
You attacked us. You showed empathy to the elves. You threatened the Pure Blood tribe. You're all the same.
Most of us didn't even get a chance to speak. Cassiopeia's just figuring things out. You don't need to hold the prank against her or any of us. Stand down, call your dogs
How
back.
about I figure things out by ripping your spine out of your back?
Aha, good prank.
Try me. I am
Ladies
gonna move
first.
forward. Oh, you flatter me. I do take good care of my hair. Would you like to see it up close as I move forward? Looks like peace isn't an option here, is it?
That was your choice.
Hey, that was just a prank. You took it too far.
It's a prank, right?
I think
There's a camera over there!
I
It's
think
just a
your
prank!
definition of comedy is wildly skewed, dearest. Now die.
Okay. Does this count as flanking?
Yes, you have advantage on any melee-based
Right.
attack.
Okay,
Ooh.
rolling twice. Okay. That's so attacking with my longsword, that is 11 plus 6. So 17.
That hits.
Okay. Damage. 5 plus 6, that's 11.
Alright.
As I just try to just slice at their armor, if they're wearing any.
They have
whatever
like
they
this
got.
sort of it's kind of light hide armor around them, but they are mostly letting their muscular body shine along with the black claws along their hand. Kretash.
Right. I'm gonna go for the armor.
Alright. Kretash, it is your turn.
I would like these two fellas in front of me to make me a Constitution saving throw.
The orc and the wolf, correct?
Yes.
Okay. The orc gets a 19, and the wolf gets a 9.
Wonderful. Okay. So the wolf takes 12 points of damage. The orc takes 6 as I cast Frost Fingers, which
Okay.
is a 15-foot cone in front of me.
Yep.
Area of
Alright, the wolf is absolutely engulfed in your ice as it seeps over its fur and it freezes itself to death. The orc simply sort of puts up its arms, and whilst there is a frost that coats over his gauntlets, he will sort of break them apart, and sort of simply shake it off. I've dealt with worse. A little bit of frostbite isn't gonna hurt me. Point it is.
Stare at him and crack my neck.
So tough for a kid. Little scrawny thing. I'll use your bones for toothpicks. And that orc is it's gonna step forward
I can take it.
and it's gonna
I can't take this.
make an attack on you.
It's gonna hurt. I can take this.
That's a 17 on the hit, not the damage.
Now listen here, you little bitch.
Tell him.
I can't. I'm fucking down.
No, that's 17 to hit, not damage.
17 to hit.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Yes.
on the
Yes.
hit, Malachi.
Sorry, yes, that
Yes.
hit. Sorry, I
Okay.
I misunderstood.
Reminder, everybody
Yeah.
remember, the
Damage-
first number is
brain's
to
not
hit.
working.
Damage
Yeah,
is
first number-
damage
yeah.
is 6.
Fair reminder.
Okay, that I.
Wait,
yeah,
reaction.
Listen here, you little bitch.
Reaction.
Reaction. Okay, reaction. I hear reaction.
Reaction.
Okay. So this is alright, so first of all, the power within me does it feel any different?
You have it,
from
you're level
before?
3. You are level 3. If you have an ability, you
Okay.
can use it.
Yes, reaction.
And we will
okay. So-
tell me what you're using and then we will flavor it accordingly. Always tell me what you're doing first.
Yes. So this is the reaction I can take. Protective field. When you or another creature you see within 30 feet of you takes damage, which is what is happening. Because I said reaction right after I heard damage. So
yeah,
when
that's
when
fine.
it
That's
takes damage,
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
you can use your reaction to expend one. Let's call it slot,
Yep.
and reduce the damage taken by
Alright, roll it.
1d6
Roll it.
plus 3.
Roll it.
Okay, I'm gonna click on the slot thing. Roll it. 1d6. Okay. That's plus 3, so that's I reduce the damage by 8.
That's more than
Alright,
the damage is.
So, Kretash, as... Right, so let me describe what's happening.
Damage? What
Chris-
damage?
Kretash, you sort of see this axe coming down and swinging at you. And as it does so, you, like Takumi, you sort of turn. You see what's going on, and you sort of feel this rush of fear, anger, you don't really know, adrenaline above all else. And you will see as Takumi's eyes begin to glow this kind of purple, and you see the sort of little energy ripples going down his forearms to his fingertips. He sort of reaches out, and the axe that the orc is holding onto is sort of caught in this purple field. And you see this energy radiating off it, and the orc is like physically trying to push this axe towards you, Kretash.
I'm gonna like look past the axe and sort of just.
Alright, and then Takumi, like the sort of adrenaline rush you had will seep down for a moment, and you feel heavy and tired, not fully exhausted, but you know that whatever happened took a strain on you. And the orc will look down at his axe and turn around to Takumi. What the fuck are you?
I'm just a human from Estuary City.
And then Orc B. Having seen that, is going to take Cassiopeia if you want to, if you have a way to do so. You have an attack of opportunity as this orc moves over here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take an attack of opportunity.
It can only be
You have a
like
rapier
a
on you.
close range thing, obviously.
She
Yeah,
has a rapier. I don't know if you added it to your inventory. Like
I did. I did add it to my inventory.
Did.
And she also went into the water with it already equipped, just like
Yeah.
the shield.
She did.
But-
yeah.
Mhm.
With that in mind, she is actually going to... She's going to make a little swish swish with her rapier. She has a
Roll
range
to
of
hit.
5 feet. So, attack of opportunity. That's a natural 20 to hit. Is that going to make it to 25?
Alright, crit damage.
So,
Alright.
that's
We are not worthy. We are not worthy.
I don't know how to roll crit damage on the thing. Just roll it again.
So it should roll it
Just
automatically on the
twice
website,
the
but
dice.
you roll double the dice and then you add your
Oh.
damage modifier.
Okay, just ignore that then. I'll just roll 2d8 and then
Yep.
we'll just do it through this system. Roll 2d8.
But what I am allowing with
Plus
with
5.
season 2
Yeah.
to make crits a little more worthwhile, you get to double your damage bonus.
Oh, as well.
Yeah. So you get
Oh,
the
you-
little plus, you get double that, but remember that enemies will get that too.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah.
I was waiting for
Oh,
a
okay,
first
It's only
crit.
fair.
Yeah.
It's only
So
fair.
it's double the
Okay.
dice and double the damage bonus.
Okay, I can just we can just take my original roll and just double that then. Forgetting ignore the rolling the 2d8 thing.
So
So the 10 doubled would be 20.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a 1d8 plus 5, and then you're doubling both.
no,
No,
so,
you
so
still
you,
need to roll
you
the
roll.
second
So
dice,
we,
because
you
the second
roll
dice
two.
might only be
Yeah.
less.
Oh, you want to take that roll? Yeah, okay. Then plus
What's what's
plus
your
5. So it'd be 20 anyway.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, wait, hold on, wait.
So
Plus one?
so it's the 2d8 that you've rolled.
Yeah, okay.
plus-
so I just rolled that and
Yeah.
plus
so,
10
so
because plus
10.
5.
So that is what.
It's 15. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You go to this orc, and as it sort of runs, you, with a single finesse, delicate move, you stab it directly in the heart.
Jesus.
And as you pull the blade out, you pull out not the beating heart, but there are little bits of flesh on the blade, as blood drips down its chest and it falls down dead.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah,
That's
that is
gnarly.
that is the new ruling for crits, because I thought season 1 crits, like, some of them are really good, but some of them are lackluster. Look at
Yeah.
you, Kretash. So
I'm down for that.
I wanted to make them a bit. I wanted to
What are the
make,
fucking odds of that bullshit?
I wanted to make them a little bit more meaty, a little bit more special. So you get double your damage bonus as well as double your dice. And if anyone doesn't like that ruling, fight me. But
Let's
don't,
fight.
because I'll
I'm
crit
down.
you.
DM, it's his fucking rules.
Yeah,
Don't like it, fuck
I
off.
will crit you
Any
if you fight
questions?
me. Okay. Seelia, your turn. Oh wait, no, it's not. Wait, I fucked.
Yeah, I think it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. No, the reaction fucked with me. Yeah, no, it is your turn,
Yeah.
Seelia. Sorry.
Okay.
So much
okay.
time on Barinade's crit is sent me spinning.
Okay. Oh god. Ooh, this is great. This is fine. I am absolutely fine. Sorry, my brain just said wow. Okay.
Level 3, we got stronger, guys.
Yes, we did. I am
Half of you finally got a subclass.
half. Excuse
Well,
me.
2 of you, but there's 5, so it's like, what do we do?
Yeah, 2
Two
people got a
class.
subclass. I get my subclass at level 2, and Wa took Warlock, so he
Yeah,
doesn't
well,
get his
War
subclass
also
yet.
get War doesn't get a subclass, but he got Warlock, and
He got a multi-class.
Cassiopeia also gets it at level 2, I believe. So, yeah, see ya.
Okay. I will try Charm Person on the Chloe lady.
Alright, what is that roll?
Give me 2 seconds. Charm Person is 1 action. They have to make a Wisdom saving throw 15.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw for... And they crit fail.
Love to see that.
Would they be fumbling?
Yeah, they don't need to fumble that because it's a mental failure, not a physical failure.
Yeah.
But so what happens, Seelia?
Seelia is going to look at her very intensely and then tell her, "Would you please call your wolf, darling?"
What level did you cast it at?
What are 1.
Okay.
Uh,
It's not mine.
Oh wait, it does go with. It's not. It's not yours. Whose is it?
You just killed its owner.
Yeah, we already killed the owner.
I'm sorry about that.
You're not gonna
Can we
like what
adopt the
happens
doggy?
next. I mean, Cassiopeia, if you look over to the wolf, it is seething with rage.
Maybe we can diplomatically talk to the wolf and sort this out with words.
If you have,
Celia is
speak
also
with
just
animals.
going-
I do.
Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Celia is just gonna also say to Cassiopeia and to Takumi, do not attack her, or the spell will break. Also, like, this was supposed to be with. She was supposed to do it with advantage, but she crit.
She
failed.
crit failed,
Just-
so
just-
I don't.
Yeah.
If
Okay,
if it's a
just
crit if it's a crit fail, I always take the crit fail when it's
Yeah.
when it's enemies.
So if it's a 1, it'll just default to the 1?
Yes, that's my ruling with enemies. That's not the case with you guys,
Great.
but with enemies, that's my ruling.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, so. Yeah. After saying that. I guess I'll end my turn here because I don't really have anything else.
Does the spell stop her from attacking us?
It stops her
Yeah,
from
she's
attacking.
gonna-
It stops her from attacking Celia.
Oh, wait, doesn't it? Like, she regards
You charmed her.
you.
Yeah.
The charm regards you. Ah.
It's okay. Also, I'm sorry in advance, Rai.
Rye?
Cassiopeia, it's your turn.
Okay. Cassiopeia would like to say, leave now, all of you, or I will kill you. And she is going to make an attack on the clawed lady
With advantage,
She's gonna-
just flanking.
with advantage. Who's flanking? Okay, she's going to attempt to
Gonna happen
cast
anyway.
a 2nd level guiding bolt.
If you're doing that, you lose the advantage because it's a ranged attack.
That's fine. I'm happy to lose
So
it.
you just flat roll.
Yep.
Well, it worked out.
21.
It's a
That
good
hits.
flat roll.
That hits.
Okay.
That's a very
Now let's roll some damage. If I just
21.
click this, will it roll it?
Yep.
Yeah.
11 damage.
11 damage.
Alright, you see as this bolt... Takumi, you're a little bit concerned because Cassiopeia is shooting basically a shooting star with you just 5 feet away, 10 feet away. You're a little concerned, but it sort of, you see this energy radiate from these constellation-like symbols on her wings, and it is fired directly into the back of the head of the clawed orc. You will see her eyes are no longer sort of magically imbued. And she will growl and sort of swipe at Cassiopeia, not hitting, but swiping, and then look to the half-elf. Elves are all the same. I don't mind dying if it means it brings you closer to damnation.
Okay.
Hey, I didn't want to start this.
You elves
Okay,
are always
our-
involved. Lithik, Grumsh, and all others who are true orc will remember my death, and vengeance will be
We don't
struck
wanna-
on all with pointed ears.
You're quick to make assumptions about all of them.
And the wolf will now attack you, Seelia, before you have a chance to respond.
You should have dealt with that one.
Actually, charm person won't work on a wolf, I think.
No,
It
but
won't.
no, because it has an
She
intelligence
should
that
have
is
actually
li-
dealt with the She should have dealt with the wolf.
I was
Cassiopeia-
hoping
I-
that she would call it away, oi. Yeah.
No, don't get me wrong. I get that.
I vote we adopt the doggo.
We can't. You
It's-
killed
it-
its
it's
owner.
big
to
mad
kill
at us.
Seelia.
What if we kill
Big-
everybody else except the doggo?
Seelia takes 7 damage. Because it got a 19, I'm assuming that hits you.
Reaction.
Yeah, that does.
Are you
I
doing
am
it again?
very
You
much
doing it
so.
again, Takumi?
I'm doing it again because it hit
Oh,
her
you were
once
using-
already.
You were using a lot of these.
I didn't plan on it, but
I've been responsible. I've used one spell slot.
I didn't plan on it. Okay, alright, I'm gonna click another one. I'm gonna look at this wolf that's gonna try to bite her again, and I'm just gonna yell stop as I reach my arm out a little more tired because the last one did tire me out a bit. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, roll. That's +3, so 6.
Okay.
Reduce.
So,
Okay.
this time,
I take one.
Takumi again sort of sees the attack going and reaches his hand out, and this time, it unleashes this kind of wave of purple energy, and the wolf doesn't fully bite you, Seelia. It does still sort of nick you with its sort of canine teeth, and you have like a small scratch on your wrist, but you see the wolf kind of looking at Takumi, and then will proceed to flee. And if you want, Seelia, you will get an attack of opportunity.
I will not.
But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it will begin fleeing. And now, the claw will turn once again to Takumi. What are you, abomination?
You've already thrown plenty of insults out. Why not go ahead for another? Seems that's all you want to do.
You are unnatural.
Say what you will. It won't bother me.
I have seen many things in my time, human. You are worse. Okay. And now, she will
I
cast.
take that as a compliment. She seems scared.
I'm gonna play off
alright,
that.
What do I need? Right. That plus wisdom. Okay. 1. Oh god.
Can we get like a meanwhile and then like have a look at what Wa's dreaming about?
Yeah,
Was dreaming.
well, whilst I make this roll, what are you dreaming about right now?
You're muted in case you needed to.
Yeah, I'm just laying there. I'm in deep sleep. I'm having a nice dream. I'm there on a white steed, sword drawn, rushing into battle, hair glistening in the wind as I'm striking down foes left and right as I ride, just in a never-ending cycle. Hearing the roars of the army behind me as I.
Then he hears the voice of Strahd. Welcome to the nightmare.
Dude, Wa's gonna wake up to find his entire party dead. At the lake.
No.
Not
No.
again.
Nah,
Look,
We've got this.
what?
We're winning.
oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, War has taken the, the acceptance of this needs to happen. Da da da. He chose not to bathe till he was always within sight of the guards. That's why he's just gone to the tent to sleep, to stay out of trouble and to make sure there's like no fighting. He doesn't instigate anything wrong while trying to do something right. So he's decided to sleep, to just kind of go, I'm just gonna sit back. I'm just gonna let what happens and accept his fate. And you
We didn't
guys,
know that we were gonna have attackers. We just wanted to have a beach episode.
To be fair, within the parameters we were given, we have like about 260 rounds of combat that we can do before we're still within the time limit that we were given.
Yeah.
that is true.
Alright, and you will see
No.
as this orc places a hand on her wounds, and a glow of radiance will emanate over her shoulder. And she will heal.
Oh,
Dang.
Takumi, it's now your turn.
Okay. Okay. So I believe the spell's already been broken because she was already attacked,
Yeah,
right?
she was
Mhm.
gonna attack you all anyways because it was apparently just for me.
Oh, you never told her to not attack them, Seelia. Takumi, you may now
That
take
face.
your go.
She rise big mad. It's okay. She's gonna
This is what.
crit on all these fools, and Rai will show them what's up. But first, all right. So I still have advantage from flanking.
Yep.
So just looking at this other thing, yeah, I have a special action that adds on to my attack. So just be ready for me to use that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, rolling with advantage with a long sword. Okay, that's 10 plus 6. 16?
16 hits.
Okay. I'm gonna roll my damage, and then I'm gonna read this. So once on each of your turns, immediately after you hit a target within 30 feet of you and deal damage to it with a weapon, I pretty much add another 1d6 to it. Okay, so the d8 with the longsword, that's 4 plus 6. So that's 10. And then the d6 plus 3, the extra d6. Okay, that's 5 plus 3 force damage. So it's 10 slashing and 5 plus 3, 8 force damage.
Okay. You strike, and again, as your rage continues to build a little bit, as well as sort of the need to protect those around you,
Yes.
your blade
Yeah.
begins to glow purple. And you
Oh.
sort of feel this sort of vibration coming from it. And the glow, it's not like the blade itself is glowing, but around, like these sort of, when it's hot,
Edges?
you kind of get these, well no, when it's hot, you know when you get the sort of heat waves that you can see in the distance?
Yeah.
Imagine that coming from the blade, and with a slight purple hue.
Okay.
And then you go and you strike at it, and you can feel the energy sort of seep over her, and the waves will dissipate and go over the wounds. And she will sort of be pushed back a couple of feet, but will remain strong. She's got a lot more to give. Kretash, your turn.
I'm going to tiptoe around this dear boy. So what, 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm gonna ignore this orc. This bitch is a problem.
Always has been.
I'm going to cast. That would be more detrimental to you guys, so I'm not going to cast that.
I'm gonna do
Better
frost
not.
fingers
You
again.
No, I was about to cast
The other
ice
one.
knife, and it's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
that would
yeah.
be a bad.
That would
bad.
hit 2 of your allies at the moment.
That would hurt them more than it would hurt. So I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness.
Okay.
Does a 20 hit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It takes 14 necrotic damage.
Okay. You see as this sort of gaseous, I believe how you described it last time, sort of gaseous beam of green clouds and disease almost sort of shoots
it's like
towards her.
This green spray.
And it sort of spreads over her entirely, and she will be engulfed, and she will cough a little bit. But she's not as affected as the bugbears once were. She still stands, and she is weakened, but still stands. And now the orc behind you is going to take the opportunity to attack you.
Before you say if it hits or not, I can do cutting words, which will, as a reaction when a creature that's not immune to being charmed, you can see within 60 feet, makes an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll. You can expend one use bardic inspiration roll die and subtract the number from the creature's roll. You can do so after the roll, but before knowing the result.
Okay, do you want to do that on the
So-
attack or if it damages?
Wait, my brain is processing.
Do you
what
want to
just
do
said.
it on the chance to hit or the damage he will take?
Damage he would take.
Okay. So we will initially roll as normal. That's a 23. Okay.
That hit.
All right. So I will
And-
roll the damage, and then you tell me what you've rolled to negate.
Okay, so it's a 1d6. Just give me 1 second because I'm opening Google Dice because I don't trust this. Dice.
Can't imagine why.
So whilst this roll's going on, my dream has now changed. I've left battle. I'm now sitting with my steed outside whilst red-headed barmaids bring me ale.
Oh my god.
I rolled
Okay.
a 4.
Okay.
So whatever his damage is gonna be.
You-
And I am going to say, A, ugly, you can't hit to save your life. Is the cutting.
Kretash, you will take 8 damage.
That's minus the 4. Okay.
Is there anything you add on to that dice you rolled with the 4, or is
It's a
it
bardic
just flat?
inspiration die.
It- It's a bardic inspiration die, just, yeah.
Okay.
Kretash, you take 8 damage as you feel this heavy axe sort of get cleaved into your back.
I'm gonna turn back and I'm actively trying to piss this thing off.
I'm going for your ears next. Seelia, your turn.
That's what your mum said.
Mm. What the-
What?
I do not want to.
Damn.
Most cursed comment of 2021. 2022.
Oh,
Award is being handed out now.
Don't even know what it means.
I don't get it.
Oh, no.
But I'm scared of it.
I will cast hideous laughter on the orc that is currently attacking Kretash.
What is that?
And
Is that a saving throw on my end?
yes, wisdom 15.
It clears with a natural 20.
Oh
Dang.
my goodness gracious.
That's great.
Dirty
I
little
w-
bitch.
That's fine.
I mean, that puts
I
us
will-
even on the nat 20s, and I've rolled a natural 1, so. You guys are still ahead
Yeah.
of me.
I am also going to look at Kretash and just be very inspiring and say, fuck. Go for his ears next. Do they even have ears? I don't know. Get a bardic inspiration.
Yes, orcs have ears.
Wonderful.
Are they visible?
I mean, they've got to listen to me being an asshole somehow.
Well, maybe they're like
Cassiopeia,
maybe like frog ears, you know? They're just kind of like.
Cassiopeia, it is your
Yeah.
turn.
All right, I would like to attempt to smash another guiding bolt
All
to this
right,
poor creature.
you
in front of
lose
me.
your
The
advantage.
old lady.
You lose your advantage.
That's fine. I'm gaining some. Wait, actually, hold on. Let me think about this for a second. Actually, I'm gonna try to use my sword that I have, my rapier,
All
my
right,
melee weapon.
go for
Okay.
it. You will have
right.
advantage,
All right, let's go. So I rolled twice.
and take the highest.
Okay, I'll take my first roll of a 19 to hit
That'll
with
hit
my
it.
sword.
That'll hit it.
Alright.
Now roll for
I
damage.
shall.
Do you not want to do your second roll for the crit?
He did do the second roll.
I did my second roll. Yeah. I did. I got a 19 and a 9, so my first roll
I mean, we
hit.
can take the 9
Nine.
if you really want, Wa. Alright, how much damage is that, good sir?
It is 8 piercing.
Alright, she still stands. And now, as no one has interacted with the wolf, it will flee off into the distance.
Doggo, yes. Have a good life. Don't get involved.
Yes. Have a good
Make
life.
good life choices.
I hope we don't see you again.
Maybe we'll at the end of the campaign as a friendly companion.
And
Oh,
then
man, that wolf is going to come back bringing like 7 orcs.
I will roll as Takumi will take an attack.
Zephyr, I have a lore question.
Yes, before we continue.
Does the doggo take the one piece of ribcage that I originally threw, or not?
No.
I'm heartbroken as a player.
Alright. I know, but you also enraged the dog by killing its owner. And
You know
that
what?
was
It's fair.
very much you. So the
One all, one all.
first attack is gonna miss. The second attack will hit though. Takumi, I
Okay.
want you to take 8 damage. Slashing.
Okay.
I'm used to goblins. And then the third attack will also hit.
Wait, I
Okay.
can do another. Wait. I can do another distraction and cutting words. Like on the damage roll.
Okay. Alright. So I'll roll the damage and you tell me what to negate.
Okay, 1 second. Negate a 2, and I'm just gonna say to her, the way you're acting, I'm thinking that your mother had an elf lover, and that's why you're pissed.
Takumi, you will take 2 more slashing and she will go for a final attack.
4 attacks.
You've made her angry. And that will miss, so it is now your turn.
Oh, jeez. Oh yeah. Did she react to what Seelia said?
She is currently in an enraged mess. So whilst yes, the words were heard and it kind of threw her off a little bit, she will not acknowledge Seelia right now. She's much more focused on destroying whatever the hell you are.
Understood. Rolling to attack with my long sword with advantage. 17 plus 6.
That hits.
Okay, rolling damage. That's
Do you want to
okay.
roll for crit, maybe?
I rolled twice already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just rolled twice and I just took the highest one.
Okay.
Okay, the 8. Okay, so the d8. 6 plus 6, that's 12. And yeah, 12. What is my long? Yeah, 12 slashing. And that's all I will do for now.
Okay. Kretash, your turn.
Clarification on the inspiration. Does that affect damage or only the
Only
attack
roll to hit, I believe.
roll?
Celia can, unless I'm wrong. Celia, your
The
inspiration.
inspiration. Is it only the attack roll or is it damage as well that I can use?
Ability, attack, or saving throw.
Okay, so
Yeah.
just the attack roll.
Yeah, just the attack.
Can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
I'm gonna, I don't know, look at Celia and say, go for the ears, you said? I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to place it on the side of this orc's head, right against the ear. And I'm going to cast, and yes, I know this is at disadvantage, Ray of Frost,
Okay.
right into his ear. I'm going to freeze his ear.
Brain freeze, extreme.
Oh my
What dice
God.
does he add? Does he add a
Um,
D? Does he roll a D8?
If he wants
What's
to.
the-
Yeah.
D6 is the add,
Yeah.
so fucking you. Okay. First roll was a nat 20.
Oh.
So you
man.
don't even need the inspiration?
No,
Well,
that's
he's
the first roll. It's a
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
It's a disadvantage.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh.
Second roll is a 14 plus 4, so 18 plus so 22.
That is.
Yeah. Ray of Frost, straight in the ear hole. For 7 points of damage.
All right. You will
Do they mean
see
scream?
as this frost sort of coats over them, and they will grimace with the handle of their axe. They will bat your arm away, and then go for another attack on you. And that will miss. Celia, it's your turn.
That's what happens when you aim for the ears.
Okay, so. Huh. 2 fucking seconds. Because your girl is multiple levels of. Oh god. Two- There is no way to fucking. Negate this without. Let me just look at the map. Empty. I am okay. Can I don't know if I should like talk it out because I don't know how effective it's gonna be. Okay. I will cast Charm Person at a second level. That means I'm gonna try and charm both of them. They need to do me wisdom saving throws. 15.
Okay. They'll both be at advantage because you're attacking them, unless they nat 1. Okay, right. I need to pull them up again because I had to open up something else for a moment. Okay, so
Whilst they do the rolls, I roll over.
okay, the orc succeeds. As does the claw. Neither are charmed by you, enraged by battle.
Perfectly fine. Well, in that case, there is nothing else I can do, pretty much. So, actually, can I move? I can use my movement.
Yeah, you can use your movement.
I would like to go behind this one. And my turn.
Cassiopeia.
Okay. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
Go for it.
Boom.
Remember, it's a disadvantage because you're close range.
Oh, is it a disadvantage? Do I just...
It's straight roll. Straight roll.
Okay.
Oh,
straight roll.
Straight roll. Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Got the
okay.
flanking. Alright.
Yep, should be good.
You send another blast, and this one, the light entirely engulfs the claw. And they will drop to a knee. They are no longer participating in the battle. They are not dead.
What do you mean they're no longer participant? That's not up to
Seelia
them to
is-
decide.
Yeah, Barinade. It's like in a Pokemon battle.
Yeah, they are defeated. Whether you want to go, whether somebody wants to go for a killing blow on their turn, that is their choice.
Yeah.
So Takumi, if you want, you can use your action to finish off the claw. But if you leave the claw, you are no longer under risk of opportunity attack.
I will look at it. Yeah, go ahead.
Like Seelia, upon seeing her drop, would just yell out to her comrades, like, don't kill her.
Don't kill it.
Maybe we can still get out of
Up.
this.
A prisoner
Like, people
for Rithik would be helpful.
Or that.
So Takumi, I will ask, as I must.
Yeah.
Do you perform a killing blow?
No, I'm just gonna look at her and just say, "You feel like talking now?"
She will breathe heavily, and you may now take your turn.
Cassiopeia, keep an eye on this one.
Restrain
People
her.
nod.
And I will look over behind me. Do you two need any help with that orc?
I got this.
Can I talk to the orc and say, I will. Your companion has yielded. Will you? We won't hurt you if you do.
She did not choose defeat. Neither will I.
I'm gonna... Okay, I'm gonna take out my longbow, and I'm just gonna ask, may I?
Asking permission to kill. You're an abomination and a coward. I will say, unless you have an arrow that can incapacitate, if you're using regular arrows, it will kill.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look over at Kretash and
We can
Seelia
afford
as
to kill the orc. We can afford
We
to
don't
kill.
have to.
We don't have to, but we can afford to.
It's within our
I
budget.
leave that up to you.
Let's not. Let's not kill him.
I'm just gonna take the... Well, hearing that, I'm just going... Which one is it? Alright, just dodge action. I'll just take the dodge action right now.
Is that what you're doing?
I'll just stay here with Cassiopeia. Those two got it. Whatever they choose to do, I will take the dodge action. But I'll be ready in case anything
Okay.
happens. So yeah, dodge
Kretash, before you
That's not
take
true.
your turn, the orc will look to you. Are you a coward too? It is your turn.
I'm no coward. I'm gonna punch him in the face to try and knock him out.
Okay, roll to hit with advantage because of flanking. If it is a crit, it will kill.
Thank God the highest I rolled was a 17, and the lowest I rolled was a 3, so thank God for that.
Alright, how much damage do you deal with an unarmed strike?
Literally 1 point.
He still stands. Okay. He takes 1 point of damage. He will look at you, he will look at Seelia, he will look at all of you. I will not be taken prisoner. The purebloods will have their way. And he will attempt to cut his own throat.
Oi!
Can we stop that?
One person can make a dexterity saving throw, either Seelia or Kretash.
I will make it.
Okay.
It has to beat 15. If you do not beat it, it cannot meet 15. It has to beat it. 16 or higher. Anything less than a 16, then the orc will cut its own throat and die.
18.
You grab the axe.
Yeah, boy.
That was the straight roll. It's actually 20 total.
Oh god.
Okay, yeah, you were able to grab the axe, and you stop him cutting his own throat.
Can I punch him again to knock him
And
out?
it's not your turn.
That is a shame.
Who's
If you will not allow my death, then I will kill you.
Well, I mean, you've been trying that, but here I am.
Kretash.
How's the ear feeling?
Does a 12 hit? I'm not sure.
On me?
Yeah.
Meets it, beats it?
Yep.
Just, yep.
You take 13 points of slashing damage.
Oh yeah, I'm down. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay. Seelia, you will see as Kretash drops due to your mercy. And he will turn to you. What will it be? Your fear of killing. It has consequences.
There are fates worse than death.
ooh.
I am.
We know.
going to-
Oh snap! She said the thing.
And we will accept all consequences of joining with him. Take your turn.
Calm and collected and merciful. Let's see. Okay. Oh god.
I'm just saying, I could have stabbed him in the back and been done with it,
I know. I know.
but I didn't.
Well, how you doing, bud?
I'm still having a really nice sleep. I'm really glad I was able to join you guys for this season premiere.
We'll be done here soon, don't worry.
Hey, look, we've still got an hour of the session.
Okay. Let me just 2 seconds. I will.
I'm gonna sit up in my sleep and then lay back down. Just like something's wrong. I'm just going to sleep.
Yeah?
I will attempt once again charm person, and if it does not work, Takumi shall shoot to kill.
Wisdom saving throw. 15
15.
with advantage. And they clear.
Yeah. They've got advantage.
It's with advantage, and
sorry, they've got advantage. Sorry,
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they got
also-
my brain wasn't working.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking you were saying that she had advantage. I'm like, wait, I'm down.
Yeah.
It doesn't, but no.
Advantage
also
does-
as well-
Ignore me.
Flanking
Most
doesn't
people do.
affect saving throws, unfortunately.
No. Yeah, no. I get that. I misinterpreted
Yeah.
who had advantage.
Yeah, okay.
Also, as well, at the moment Kretash went down, in his sleep, Short Temper smiled briefly.
Yeah,
Get your own
Celia
tastings.
is going to say shoot to kill.
Cassiopeia, will you perform a killing blow on the claw?
Yeah.
That's the one in front of us.
You will.
All right. How do you want to
Can
do
I-
this?
Wait, the one in
No.
front of you? No.
Yes.
No.
Can I talk?
How,
She will.
no, no,
No.
She has made the decision. How do you want to do this? Action as consequence. I'm firm about this. How do you want to do this, Cassiopeia? How does she die?
She's gonna make it more of a spectacle again. I think she's gonna use another guiding bolt.
Okay.
May I request something, because they're all saying no? Because you gave them the opportunity to stop Orc A killing themselves with a dex saving throw. Would Takumi get the same honor?
No, because he's
Yeah.
not next to Cassiopeia. They were both next to the orc.
Can
Ah,
I just say
We were
that-
both within 5 foot.
Yep.
Can I just clarify that I mean shoot?
It's already
at...
done.
Cassiopeia knows very well.
Cassiopeia
disagrees.
Cassiopeia said yes. It happens.
I take back everything I ever said about Cassiopeia being of good nature. My God.
She's not of good nature.
Do not
She's of
disclose
neutral
your nature. Do not disclose
Do
your
not
nature.
disclose.
There's a reason we keep this thing secret, Baronade.
Mm-hmm.
I will allow you to use this guiding bolt, but obviously it will cost whatever spell slot or use you decide.
I did roll it just then.
That's fine. You
It's
don't need
a-
to. It's a killing blow. These don't need to be rolled.
Okay, I just roll it anyway because it's using up the spell slot.
You shoot and you see Takumi. You see a beam of light go through her chest, leaving a slightly singed hole. And she will look up at you and smile.
At me?
You would have been a good orc, Arakokra.
Oh.
May Lithik smile upon you, as she did me.
You would have made a terrible Arakokra.
I am glad. And she will die. And Takumi, it is now your turn. Unless the only thing Cassiopeia can do is move, but... So if you want to, you can. But you did use up your action to do that.
She will move. Okay, yeah, she will move. She will
Okay.
move to right behind Kretash. Over here.
Okay. Takumi, it is your turn.
Cassiopeia, that wasn't the plan. We needed them alive.
Can she respond to that?
Yeah, talking to free action.
I don't believe that those who enter battle without the intention of showing mercy deserve to be shown mercy back.
I mean, you started it, but okay.
She definitely escalated it.
Oh god.
Alright, Takumi, it is your
Alright,
turn.
we'll all talk about this later. And I am going to... Okay. Measuring tool, okay, that's clearly within range. I'm gonna walk up, well, run up to this orc here, and I want to punch him to knock him out.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So, unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, alright, 12 plus 6, 18.
He goes down.
Hey,
And
Okay.
he is unconscious.
are we exiting battle?
Battle is
As am I.
over. But Takumi is
Seelia
very
is-
much down.
Celia is going to
Uh,
run to Kretash and cast Cure Wounds.
Can I take the help at... Wait, no.
Not on
no,
Cure
this is
Wounds.
Cure Wounds, never mind. Yeah, I just noticed, yeah. Right.
I'd like to
I
also
mean-
cast another one on top of that after Seelia casts hers.
Okay, you may both cast
Okay.
Cure Wounds.
Let me see what that does. 9.
I got an 8.
Kretash, you heal for 17.
Cool.
And you
It
will...
was like he was never damaged.
Literally.
I am so sorry about that.
My apologies.
I'll sort of get up and shrug off. I sweat. And I will use my rope and tie this orc up.
I'm gonna go and check the body of the other orc. I don't know what.
I belched in
The
my
the
sleep.
claw or the other orc.
The claw.
She is very much dead. Beyond the point of anything other than a resurrect spell.
Can I see if there's anything valuable?
You can, and give me one moment.
I would like to check orc B for the same thing.
Okay, give me one moment, guys. I'll have to type this up.
Also,
Well-
Sandwalker, I'm not a useless bastard. These guys didn't even need to fight these people. They chose violence.
Do not disclose
One of us
what
chose
I'm-
violence.
Do not disclose
Let's
what I
be
message
clear
you.
about that.
Mm-hmm.
Malachi, you're about to receive your message.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
I will add those to my inventory. When I work out how to do it. There we are.
There you are.
Okay. What's
The floor is now yours.
Is there any sign of my bird and any form of guards coming
Not yet.
to the lake?
Not yet,
Not
but
yet.
you do not see your bird in the air, which you can assume by this point they would have, at the very least, made it to the camp.
Yeah.
If we're done here, should we get going?
I will attempt to pick up this
Roll
body
me
that
roll
is
me
on
a
the
straight
ground.
check.
This will go poorly. 11.
As a question, whilst he's doing that,
Yeah.
how much time would have passed from the bathing, the interaction, and the battle?
From what? Basically, from the point they met the orcs.
From
are
the
you
point,
asking?
from the point they left to go to the lake to
It's-
bathe. How long would have
Including travel time, probably about 10 minutes.
passed? Okay.
You've drank a lot. I'm surprised you got to REM sleep in 10 minutes. But
Well,
yeah,
it's the joys. It's the joys of the extra class, isn't it? I don't
12.
sleep as much.
12 will not succeed.
Well, anyone find anything valuable? Were they
No.
carrying anything important?
She
Nah,
was not.
nothing on the orc.
Right.
Actually,
We'll have to take
I'm
this
gonna
back
search
home.
the orc that's in front of me as well. I just realized I checked the other one. I didn't check the one that's right in front of me.
Okay. I will miss you what you find.
Sweet. What was this? It was a it is that. Okay. Can somebody else lift this thing for me? I can't seem to carry it.
I can give it a shot. Anything
Uh,
valuable on this one as well, or not?
uh, no, not particularly.
Right, strength check was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a +4. 13 plus 4 is 17.
You successfully lift the orc onto your shoulders. However, Takumi, I also want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, jeez. Okay, Constitution saving throw. Okay, so that's a +6. So 17 plus 6.
You lift the orc up onto your shoulders and you walk about 20 paces, and then you feel a heavy wave of exhaustion and sweat come over you. Your head feels fuzzy, the world is spinning. You remain on your
I'm
feet.
setting it back down.
You remain on your feet. However, the party is able to see your strength waver for a moment.
I'm
And
setting the orc back down.
you almost drop the orc.
Can I help
Okay.
him?
How so?
I don't know.
Can I?
like
Yeah,
the
can we like
legs
take the feet?
Yeah, you can.
Take
I
my
mean, it's
head.
kind of like he's sort of doing like a fireman's carry kind of thing.
Yeah, so we'll take the feet and you can
Okay,
take the
yeah.
arms. We can sort of balance
You
out
will
the weight
see
between us.
Takumi's face coated in sweat.
Need some
Takumi,
help
are you
here.
alright?
I think Cassiopeia would help out.
Well, yeah, we're gonna try and help out.
All right,
So
Um,
literally just
you-
grab a limb each and
you begin carrying, and you leave.
What?
Yep, the floor is yours again.
What was that purple field you sent me? That's new.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Very grateful
As
for it.
as they bring attention to that, do I feel any different from
You
that
feel
power?
fucking exhausted.
Yeah. From I believe from the carrying this and also that
You are
familiar.
you cannot discern why. Your mind is not your own at the moment. You are that tired. It's almost like you've been drinking. It's just that kind of haze.
Those abilities from earlier must have been the powers I've felt within me all my life. It appears they must have manifested and become part of me. I saw them attack all of you and I just wanted it to stop. And it seems it it felt that and resonated. Looks like it did something. Clearly did.
It
But
looks like it took a toll on you, though.
it did. After my first exertion of that power, I already felt very exhausted, but the fight had only just begun. That and carrying this orc at first, yeah, I'm feeling quite exhausted.
You
We can
see
rest once we get back.
you see Master and Rithik running towards you.
Help us out, this orc's too heavy for all of us to carry. We were able to barely make it back as it was.
Hell happened to you?
I believe Masato is saying that to me.
Yeah.
We got into a situation with
We were ambushed.
So much for your defenses.
Ooh.
As I say that right to Masato, yeah.
Rithik will step in front of Masato. Those
and
defenses were ordered
I
by
will
me.
Put my hand out towards Takumi, just sort of like just don't calm.
Do you have an issue with the way
Excuse
I
me.
run things, Takumi?
Excuse me, sorry, sir.
Sorry,
Excuse
Rithik.
my
it's very good.
language.
Rithik,
It- it-
5 creatures were able to slip into your defenses, just so you're aware.
Creatures, you say?
2 orcs. Would I recognize it as being a claw?
They were another orc, but just with claw-like hands.
There was an orc with like claw-like hands and 2 wolves. They did a number on us.
Were they outlaws?
I don't know.
They said
one
something
of them
about pure bloods.
one of them had this weird symbol, and I'll throw the symbol that I found on the second orc's wrist towards Rithik.
He'll catch it. Pure blood tribe. They wander the place, but I've never seen them this far away from the river.
They seem to have a thing about it, elf, or more so against them.
Ah,
They were
yes, you're unfamiliar with the ethics of this country. I can explain, but I think I'd rather explain over a hot bowl of dinner.
Agreed.
That sounds great.
we all could use some rest, very much so.
Clearly. I don't think I've ever seen you this bad, Takumi. I apologize that we could not have been quicker.
And I apologize for my rash language just now. Excuse me, sir. There were a lot of developments, and it's made me very exhausted seeing my companions and myself fall under such damage. Please excuse me.
We can worry about who needs to apologize to who after we've all eaten. And I recommend one of you tries to wake up Wa. He's a heavy sleeper.
I'd like to go up and wake up Wa.
We're not at the camp yet.
Oh. I just want it in advance. Can I call dibs on waking up Wa?
Wait, they
will-
tried to wake me up?
Yeah. I rolled
will,
for it and everything.
I
Oh
will,
wow.
Yeah.
I will take the help action to assist in the waking of Wa
Alright, we will.
We're not there
very
yet.
eagerly.
Okay.
Once we get there, of course.
Alright,
Yeah.
so. Rithik and Martato will take the orc. And Rithik will kind of look Takumi up and down a little bit before turning. And they will start guiding you back to camp. What do you want to do?
I want to break off and go on an adventure. No, I'm kidding. I'll walk to the camp.
Okay, right,
Our,
let me just roll for that, right, okay.
We're in enough trouble.
Are those two carrying the orc just fine? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
or like, do
yeah.
they have a stretcher?
They're
Yeah,
fine.
they're good.
They're big
They
strong boys.
didn't do whatever you did, like with the purple stuff. So yeah, Celia's gonna
Perhaps.
walk up to Kretash and just look a little guiltily and be like, I really am sorry about earlier. I did. I
I'll
thought I
put
can
a
do
hand on her shoulders to stop her and just. It's okay. I get it. We needed someone alive. But what happened to the claw?
I think we'll have to talk to Cassiopeia about that. Because she, very much so took initiative upon you, collapsing.
We got a prisoner. That helps us.
It does. A higher ranking one might have been even better, but
Yeah.
true.
Shit happens. Smile and keep walking.
It is a short while before you make it back to camp, and you can see the men gathering around the fire, getting ready for dinner. And you can see, like, there's this sort of pot in the middle, and you have one of the
Where's
guards.
my bird?
Your bird is actually perched on top of
I will
a tent.
call my bird back to me.
It will flutter over and sort of land on your shoulder and crook its head a little bit.
Can I try up and pet it? and say, like, and who is this?
Roll me animal handling.
I don't
I will command the bird to be kind to Seelia.
Wait, let's see how it's not.
Seelia, your finger is eaten. I'm kidding.
No, it's not. I'm in control of that
my
bird,
God.
and that bird will be nice to Seelia.
Oh god. I have a +4 and
It-
everything.
The raven will
Wait a
also
minute.
look. The raven will also look to Cassiopeia, and it will narrow its
Can-
eyes.
She'll narrow her eyes back. Am I able? Okay, this is gonna be a stretch. Can I naturally talk to the bird?
The bird knows the same languages as the one who summoned it.
Which are?
Well, do you know? Well, I mean, you know common, but it doesn't speak.
Mhm.
It doesn't speak. Doesn't speak. It's only communication is mimicry and and my telepathy with it.
Okay. So I
It
have
can
no idea.
understand though.
If you speak to it in abyssal, common, elvish, or infernal, it will understand you, but it will not respond.
Okay, I'm gonna say in Elvish to the bird.
It will say
If I see any
this.
crackers. Oh wait.
No, yeah, you say. I'm just sending Malachi
Oh, okay.
a telepathic message.
Oh,
Cassiopeia
The
will
bird
say.
is
telepathic messages.
Cassiopeia will say very quietly in Elvish to the bird in an attempt to get nobody else to hear. If I see any crackers, I'm getting to them before you. And she'll narrow her eyes further.
I will nod to the bird and have this bird. Well, actually, this bird has mimicry, so it may end up just mimicking you at some point.
If it just mimics me back, we have a rivalry going now. Cracker race.
It will say nothing at this point.
I'm gonna pat my bird. I'm gonna pat Crowley.
So
And
is
I
Seelia-
will turn to Celia and finally answer her questions. I say hello to Crowley.
Hello, Crowley. Aren't you a cutie?
It'll turn to the side and show its rotting half.
Cutie with character.
It will caw at you softly.
Oh.
Can I pet it? Can I try to pet it?
I instruct it to jump on your shoulder.
It does so, but there's a sense of like I'm only doing this because I had to.
It doesn't get a choice.
Yeah, but it's
I'm
doing
gonna
what
give
you say.
it-
It's doing what you say, but it's like sort of reluctant about it.
It does have a. Can I give it? I had like earlier when we went to the tavern, the food like seeds. I think we got seeds. Like both me and Cassiopeia got like.
You can expend one of your rations. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it
This
one of the rations.
is
Okay.
it
Dude,
like
Ross
that
is not gonna be in this
situation when,
session.
no, is it like one of those times where like you know when a cat sat on your lap and it gets really really comfy and you start petting it and it looks up at you as though to go, bitch, please, I'm really comfy, get your hand off of me, but it won't move because it's comfy.
That's exactly the vibe.
That sort of look.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah,
Is it
all
gonna
right.
take the rations?
It will, and you can remove one of your rations, but again, it does it, and
remove-
it's kind of like I'm just doing this because I want to. Like I don't care about you. Like kind of sassy attitude, almost the kind of attitude that Kretash has.
I can't imagine why that is.
But
Yeah.
yeah. Right, lads, dinner's ready. Come get your stew.
Cassiopeia, it's time to wake up. Wow.
I
Let's
was
go
about
get
to say, hearing the word stew, that makes me bolt right up.
Oh, you know what I'm imagining? You know how in like Looney Tunes and those cartoons, you'll have like a sleeping character and they'll be
smell.
lying down and there'll be like a smell of like something nice coming out of like a window and the character gets lifted up and like floats towards the scent.
Yeah.
So kind of imagining.
While your dreams,
And that-
you're in your dream, you are
Yep.
you oddly like you just stew, just cut like the water in the river becomes stew, like everyone in the dream is eating stew. It's very odd.
Yep. Yeah, and hearing that, I'll sit upright and slowly open my eyes.
Cassiopeia staring at you.
As you
And then-
look
and then-
at, as
and
you
then
look
knowing-
at, well, I was gonna say, as you look at Wild Cassiopeia, the veins around his eye are ever so slightly black.
And then hearing a military voice shouting about food will instantly get up. I will then start arranging my bed and putting it into pristine condition, ready for inspection, before I then join the others and head out.
As he exits, you will all also notice that the veins around his eyes are sort of a blacky, inky kind of colour, and the glow is a little bit brighter.
Your eyes seem different.
A lot of me seems different.
Well, I can't
What
vouch for
happened
the
to
rest
you
of you.
guys?
You're a little muffled. I'm sorry, what did
Yeah.
you say?
Yeah, your mic is muffling.
Is that better?
Little,
A
yeah.
little.
Not much.
I can hear what you're saying.
Yeah, better now.
Yeah. What happened to you guys?
We
We
got
went to the lake.
attacked.
Very quickly, I'm going to whistle to the bird to call it over to me. I'm going to dart off and find Rithik again. That's just while this
Okay.
is happening.
Okay.
So
We had a
what
sort of
decided to
we had an
Can I
unfriendly
just say-
encounter.
cover up in the.
We're gonna go
I'm
with
just gonna
Wild,
follow
then
the-
Cassiopeia, then Seelia.
Okay.
So what? Did you guys just decide to beat each other up at the lake, or what's going on?
We had an unfriendly encounter.
So you were attacked?
In a way.
In a way.
Hmm.
And would you like to elaborate on that?
No.
I'm just gonna look at Seelia, like, normally, like.
It
So
was.
you were ambushed.
In a way.
We handled the situation. Everything is good now.
Mhm.
No need to worry about it. I hope you had a nice nap. You looked like you could need it
This
earlier.
is starting to sound like you weren't ambushed, and that you
We were.
provoked an attack.
We were.
No. Are you sure you didn't wake up on the
Seelia,
wrong side
roll
of the bed?
deception against Wild Insight, passive.
Wait,
Google.
wait.
Google dice.
Google Dice, Google Dice.
Pray to the Google Dice.
Well, I don't want you to say whether they
18.
I don't want you to say whether they succeed or fail, but I want you to
I
roleplay
won't, I
based
won't.
on your passive.
Okay. Now. Okay. Now, I see you guys have been looking a bit weirdly. I'm going to assume that whatever you guys can see in my eyes is looking worse.
Or better. Depending on what effect you're going for.
Is there anything like a pail of water or something that I could check a reflection in?
Yeah, there's that kind of stuff about. You could also look in the reflection of your swords. Whatever.
Yeah, I'll pull out my sword, look at the reflection, and just look at my face. That's when I assume I would see the blackening.
The corruption has grown.
Yeah. From that, I will take a piece of fabric from my undershirt, and I'll cut it in a strip, cut some little eye holes, and put it on like a little, like I'm a little cowboy
Zorro.
outlaw. So Zorro, that's it.
Kind of like a Ninja Turtle.
You
Ninja
Yeah,
Turtle
kind of
eye.
Ninja Turtle vibe, but with but it covers the eyes to cover
You
the veins.
you see how Wana has this kind of rag over his eyes, but the red glow still persists through the holes.
I look like a really makeshift budget daredevil.
This guy looks
So
cool, actually.
it's
Imagine.
so the veins around his eyes are black, but they're glowing red.
No, his eyes are glowing more red.
Okay, the eyes glow
Yeah.
red, but the veins around
Yeah,
are
it's
black. Okay.
like the irises of the eye are brighter.
Hmm.
And his pupils are darker. So it's like.
Can I also just say that?
No, that's
Yeah,
fine.
go on.
Yeah, no, you go.
No, I was just gonna say like as like the raven leaves, Seelia will follow it.
Follow the raven? Okay. So, Kretash, remind me what you ordered. You ordered the raven to just leave, or the raven to go for... Oh, you got
I've ordered the raven back to my shoulder, and I'm heading towards Rithik.
Okay. Alright, you see Rithik sort of serving up a bowl of stew. Seelia, are you being secretive about it?
No.
Doesn't matter.
You see Seelia following you.
Welcome to join.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rithik is sort of stood serving his own bowl, and then he sees you, and then nods over to the largest tent in the area. As in, like, meet me there.
I will nod and start heading in that direction.
Same.
Do the rest of us see this?
No. You see Kretash and Seelia go into the largest tent. You don't see Rithik's gesture.
Okay. Where am I standing right now?
You're standing with
We're
Cassiopeia and Wa. Just like outside Wa's tent.
outside the tent that has all five of our.
Yep.
All five of our.
Yeah,
Okay, so
basically
we're outside. Okay. I see them go over there, so I will try to join them.
You will see before you enter, Rithik will go into the tent. Cassiopeia, what would you two like to do before we initiate conversation?
I will
I'm probably
protectively
gonna-
follow Wa.
I will go pick up some stew and then head into the tent with them.
Okay.
I will look for crackers.
Wait, was there any stew around us to pick up?
But
on our
it's
way?
like it's a serve yourself kind of thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
was
I
it-
head over to where the stew's being served, pick it up, and then I'll go
Yeah.
to the tent after seeing you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'd also like to have picked one up and then
Alright, you can
go.
do that. Cassiopeia, roll me investigation.
Let's roll an investigation check.
Looking for crackers.
Cass, you want a cracker?
He does.
What
really
flavor?
badly.
Wait. So is it an Aarakocra or is it an Aaracracker?
Oh my
Alright,
god.
okay, where's my d6?
Thank you.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't make me go down
You
again.
haven't done anything this session, yet you still take damage.
Wa slept the entire session and managed to take damage and die.
You took sleep damage.
Yep. Alright, you see no crackers, Cassiopeia.
Okay.
At least none that are like
Cassiopeia's-
in the open.
None in the open. I'm gonna start opening
Oh.
things.
No.
You do. Fucking. You see
I mean, what happens to following me intently?
the most insight you can ascertain from the situation. You see where the chef is going, like after.
I'm following him. Them. Her. Whoever it is. I'm following the chef.
It's a male. It's like this big sort of hefty lad. You enter and he sort of looks at you.
Can I wait? No, hold on. If I'm following, can I stealth in advance first?
Roll stealth.
Oh my gosh. I think
I'm
he's
not very
going to be the one who gets killed, not me.
Wa, follow me.
No, come on. Join the others.
There are crackers to be found.
I can't risk getting in trouble.
Wa,
You're
please.
on your own.
Okay, I understand. I will meet you soon.
Wait, how badly do you want crackers?
More than I don't.
Okay. So I'll look. Can I see where the chef is heading at this point?
Yeah,
as well? 'Cause
well,
obviously I'm
like-
assuming they'll have.
Like you can see like a big lad with a comic chef's hat kind of walking into this tent. It's a little bit
I'll
dirtier
look
than the
over.
others.
And I'll just go, excuse me, mate. And I'll
Kezir will
you-
reflexively
Mate,
hide behind Wa's
uh,
silhouette.
You've kind of got. Are you injured?
No, I just have a bit of a dining request for my friend here. I don't suppose you've got any crackers laying around for her.
Let me have a look. If I find any, I'll bring them out to the main table.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it.
Fucking
There you go,
weirdo.
Cassiopeia.
Thank you,
You'll
Cassiopeia.
get some crackers at the main table.
Thank you, I am forever in your debt.
Okay. Now let's go to the tent.
She'll come along.
And I'll like do the whole put my arm round thing, you know, like the friendly gesture of guidance.
You two enter the tent. You see Takumi, Kretash, Seelia, and Rithik. And the four of you are stood around this table with a map of Trinity Isle. You will see the
Where's
map.
Master
You will
Toe?
see the map. Master's not here. You will see it's the same map that you're looking at right now, except just all in parchment. The same markings, the same labels.
And for those who can't see the map,
They can. Everyone can. If they're watching
oh,
the stream.
I'm on a 12-second stream delay, so
Ah.
sorry, my
You
bad.
will see it. But yeah, all
Yeah,
the
there it
same
is.
markings, names, so if you want to investigate that and get information, you may do so and note it down for yourself. But, Kretash, I once again appreciate you and your friends' assistance. What's the situation with the orc?
I don't really know. We were bathing. I called my friend here. As I told you previously, I will be keeping a close eye on things. And the three orcs, they came from behind us as I was heading to leave, and they were not friendly towards us. And admittedly, it was one of our own that started the combat, but we were surrounded previous to that.
I am going to just give Celia a dirty glance.
I'm
Does
just
he
gonna
hear it?
smile.
Is he there?
Yeah, everyone's there.
Yeah, we're in the.
Oh, yeah. All good.
What is it with you five and making my life difficult?
Would you like your life to be easier?
I'll give Cassiopeia a
I've-
dirty look.
I fear what your answer will be if I
As
say...
will Crowley.
I
As
fear...
will
Kretash, you'll receive the same message as before.
Yup.
I fear
Yep.
what you would say if I said yes, Cassiopeia.
Do not be afraid.
It's not being afraid that gets you killed, as I have no doubt you have already experienced since your arrival. The orcs who attacked you are part of the Pureblood tribe. We currently have a peace treaty with them.
Of course.
However, if they find that they have been attacked, then I'm gonna have even more cleanup to do.
Wouldn't they have trespassed onto this territory? Wouldn't that be on them, sir?
As much as you have trespassed by stepping foot on the island.
Two things. One, those three were definitely not peaceful. They had intent of attacking us.
That's what happens when you have elf ears, Kretash.
I understand that.
Several hundred years ago, there was a war between the elves and the orcs. Both wanted residents within the enchanted forest. The elves won, and the orcs were cast out. A lot of them were refugees, homeless, until they struck a deal with Gaidanus some 200 years ago. Outcast Town sits just on the border of the Dark Wood by the Great Crevasse, as you can see here. It was established just behind the Dead Man's Crossing. The orcs had a town of their own. They could remain there so long as they were peaceful and did not step foot again in the Enchanted Forest, and they would be under the protection of the king's court. At the time, at least, the king. However, some orcs found that the outcast tribe was unworthy of the orc name. They were insulted by the fact that they had been shown mercy, and insulted even more that they had lost a war with Neelis Serena. They abandoned Outcast Town and forged the Pureblood tribe, where they fanatically praised the Orcish gods. Typically, we see their settlements along the river, but obviously they can wander wherever they want within the plains, and you happened upon a small group and killed them and took one of them prisoner.
We attempted to negotiate and exit the situation peacefully. They would not disengage. They wanted to fight, and they very much so wanted trouble, especially with me and Kretash, just for our, I quote, pointy ears.
You will
That is
get that
true,
with the
sir.
Purebloods. But as Kretash tells me, you were the first to strike. Is this true, or has Kretash lied to me?
This is true.
It's true.
Well then, they can argue that they were acting in self-defense. Whether you agree with that argument or not, you were the instigators. Which is why it makes my life difficult. Hopefully they won't
Terrific, there
notice
is a way.
a small amount of orcs missing, but if Kretash is true in telling me that there was a claw of Luthic, you may have a problem.
What would
He's
that
true.
Could we
problem
not
be?
just send some people to go recover the bodies? Make it look like the altercation never happened.
Pureblood
It would
camps are
then just look
small.
like a sector broken.
Pureblood camps are small. They know each other by name as they dot the rivers. And the Claw of Luthic is one of their greatest priestesses.
Yes, but missing
nothing
is enough
else-
saying we attacked them.
Claws of Luthic do not go missing. Short temper. I don't know how it was in Ravnica, but here, orcs are very territorial.
Are there no other territories of orcs following different clans, sects, divisions?
There are
I
different
offer
clans within
a
the Outcast
potential
Town.
solution.
He will answer Wa's question first very quickly.
Yeah.
There are
Question
other
for them.
clans within Outcast Town, however they have recently been united under Borga.
Are there any that aren't united?
There is only the conflict between the Purebloods and the Outcasts.
Could we now now this may not work to your advantage, it may do so, obviously if territorial is an issue and you're having aggressive areas of this happening, would it not be an idea potentially to pin the blame of this attack onto the other division?
You want me to blame Borga and his followers for the death of the Luthic?
At most it will create a war between those two factions,
I
which will
offer,
then lead to
We
less
don't need
lives.
any more.
And
I
what-
war.
offer
what-
a much more peaceful solution.
This is just an option. I just want to know if it is a viable option for you to consider.
And what happens when
You as
Borga...
much as anyone.
What do I do when Borga asks me questions? I
I'm
visit
gonna
Outcast Town.
send a war at this point. I'm gonna
Ah,
say
okay.
you were the one who went on and threatened to kill me over the loss of innocent life. You are, at this point, putting currently innocent lives at risk. You realize that?
That was the
Rithik will look
question I
at-
was going to ask. Will it affect anyone innocent?
Rithik will look at Kretash with a confused look before answering. Well, technically, both the purebloods and the outcasts are innocent. They're not involved in the Goblin War, instigating a war that neither did truly instigate. How does that look?
Okay. I wasn't aware
It's
of the full
not.
history behind it. That makes sense. My
It's not.
apologies.
Cassiopeia would
How
lean
can?
in, but we'll
Yeah.
let Seelia talk first.
I was just gonna say, how can we? What can we do?
That's what I'm trying to find out now.
I don't understand why anyone. Pardon me.
Having a hard enough trying getting you five a pardon,
Rithik, if I may.
Kretash.
He's still unconscious. Unbind him. Take him back to their camp. Tell them you found him by the lake with 2 dead. And return him to them.
They don't know we have anything to do with you. He doesn't know anything.
They don't know
He-
they don't know we have a connection. They don't need to know we have a connection.
The purebloods will hunt you.
That's fine.
As long as it doesn't affect the peace treaty, it's fine. We can take it.
I
We will deal
really
with
don't
that
think
as it
you
comes.
can, Seelia. You have not
What
seen...
if one of us takes the fall?
Like one of you already has, Wa?
Yes.
You can remove
All
that
your problems
rag
go away
whilst
if I
I'm
take
around.
them.
I know what you really are. Warlock.
Okay. I'll take it off. I'll go. If we're going to go to trial anyway, and it's all down to me, hand me over to them.
I'm
Let these
trying
guys
to
go.
avoid
You
your
solve both
trial.
issues. Oh, okay.
Thanks to Kretash over here explaining the situation. However,
Okay.
I do not take lightly allies of Strahd. It is Strahd, isn't it?
Yes.
You are an idiot.
Yes.
What happens next, sir?
You sleep, preferably eat, and you get Wa something to bathe in.
There's a nice lake nearby.
He needs to wash the blood from his skin. If nothing else can be washed away. I need to discuss with Masato how we get you a pardon.
I have a request, if I may.
Humour me.
Well, I'm going to go bathe, as you've requested, but I am in need of a piece of equipment. I'm in need of a new shield, just in case there is any other attack.
Don't worry. After what's just happened, you'll be going with a full garrison. With your friends here, the 4 of us, the 4 of them, myself and Masato should be able to hold down the camp, if anything were to happen.
Yes,
And
I
especially
understood. It
with
would
your
just be a
situation,
bit of...
I'm not letting
Yeah.
you go alone.
Understood. But just in case, I would like that shield for defense.
You will go without the shield for now. However,
Understood, Captain.
if you are truly innocent and your heart is in the right place, whatever left of it there may be, we'll consider it an IOU. Do we have an accord?
Understood. We have an accord, Captain.
Very well. Now, since we're having a history lesson, is there anything else anyone would like to know about the island before you go starting another war whilst I'm already dealing with one?
I do have a question about something that I found.
Yes, Cassiopeia.
If we're talking about history, there was a skeleton at the bottom of the lake when I inspected it. wearing this, and I'll show you the unusable leather armor and hand it over.
He will take it and he will look at it. And he will sort of
Is
put
there
it
anything
on.
you might be able to tell me about this?
This was the old Gaidanus armor. The scouts. This is back from... God. Some centuries ago now.
Is it valuable?
Not in this state. And I doubt you could
You may
repair
have
it
it
without
for free.
magic. This is from back when Vashkuz was still standing.
Vishkus?
Who's that?
Not who, but what. See here. And he will point to the map. And in the area
Ooh.
marked as the Badlands, you will see another capital city. The city of Vashkuz.
Ooh.
That was the dwarven capital.
Was.
1,000 years ago, there was the great cataclysm. You see, the Badlands was not always a severed part of the island. It was a whole. The cataclysm came, and the Badlands, which was initially the entirety of now what remains of the Dark Wood, was razed from the land and ripped from Trinity Isle. All life there banished. A skeleton of the beauty that it was is now a desert and a wasteland where only the deadliest of creatures reside, along with the corpse of Vashkuz.
How are the dwarves now?
They were able to evacuate. The cataclysm took several days to complete itself. They retreated to the mountains of Fortified. There, they established a secret city, so to avoid another cataclysm, or at least being the target.
How do we reach the secret city?
You get lost in the mountains, or a dwarf takes you there.
I see.
It is said that you find the resting place of Rigath, and you will find Gard Gadam.
What's this over here? And Cassiopeia will point to the middle of the island at Livian's lookout, kind of drawing her attention a little bit.
Ah, old Livian. He's calls himself a stargazer and a study.
Her eyes kind of light up a little bit at the notion of a stargazer.
He's an elf who's lived for hundreds of years studying the stars and the Fae. That's his observatory. A great
I
tower
want to
that
meet him.
stands in the plains. To meet him, what you'd have to do
I would
is
like
knock
to
on
meet
the
him.
door and see if he's in.
I will go there.
Not before our business is done, Cassiopeia.
Of course.
But once you are free, if we are able to secure your freedom, you may be free to travel wherever you go.
I understand. I am wholly at your mercy as your prisoner.
I am very aware. And you're very polite. One of the nicest prisoners I have ever had.
Thank you.
Now, does anyone else have questions?
Yeah, Zephyr. The orcs earlier, they mentioned a name. They were saying Lithic or something like that.
Lithic.
Okay.
Lithic is an
And
old
is
god.
that the?
You would know this.
Yeah, is that?
People
And
who
the
were
claw.
born, people who were born of Faerun and have done minor readings on god pantheons would know that Lithic is referred to as the mother of all orcs.
Right. And they had a claw of them, right? That's what.
Yeah, the claw
was
of Lithic
mentioned.
was what you
Right.
faced.
Okay. And now for my question to Rithik. You mentioned that over in the Badlands it's now being inhabited by monsters and the like. Have monsters from there seeped over to the mainlands? Have they been causing trouble?
The occasional one gets through, but not really anymore since the establishment of Outcast Town. And many have ventured into the Badlands to gain the treasures that no doubt still lie within.
I see.
They
One
have-
more thing.
They have never been seen
Oh.
again.
I see. One more thing. Have you heard of the white dragon Cryovane?
Who hasn't? The king of the cold? The usurper? The dominator? King Cryovane now rules over what was Phandalin. And I have heard reports of him expanding his territory. So long as he doesn't come here, we shall be fine. We keep ourselves out of otherworldly affairs.
So Cryovane hasn't made it here, is what I'm hearing.
You would know about it if he had. No matter
Right.
what angle you travel into the Vale, you always come out at Ocean's Edge. And dragons are one of the few beasts that do not need the Trinity Lantern to make it through the Vale. But still, I think I should be fired if me or one of my men missed a white dragon coming over the hills.
I understand. Thank you.
I trust I have satisfied your curiosities. Unless you have more.
If there
I
were
will
crackers
look
to be
around.
delivered, where might they be delivered?
Cassiopeia, they're at the main table. You know
Fuck.
this. I've already told you.
She will fly off to the
I'm
main
going
table.
to send Crowley over.
Oh, no.
It is going to be a race of the birds.
Alright, very well. Kretash, I would like you to find a stat block of a raven if you can.
I have one. I have one.
Cassiopeia will now do a dexterity contest against. Actually, no, we'll make. Yeah, we'll make a
I'm down for that.
dexterity contest against
Yeah, makes sense.
against the raven.
Please let that.
Nat 20.
Nat 20?
Kretash, did you roll hard?
The raven cannot. The raven
Did
cannot.
they cannot roll higher than 25.
They cannot roll higher than 25.
Very well, Cassiopeia, you see the crackers sitting on a silver plate, and you see the raven sort of
I'm really
eye
annoyed
you.
at Barinade's constant nat 20s. My
I don't know
god.
how. The D&D dice like me.
Yeah, and he's using D&D Beyond.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
What the
So
hell?
the raven will look at Cassiopeia, and the raven will get the initial lead. But Cassiopeia, you immediately dart forward, sort of almost gliding through the crowds. And you get to the plate, you swipe it up, and you start eating.
I'm gonna sit back and just chuckle.
Kretash, you receive the same message.
I will chuckle. I will let out a laugh.
Oh my god. Everything's
Does
fine.
does the raven go back to Kretash's?
It will after its defeat. And it is
I-
at this point.
Oh,
once
I'm gonna
reach-
let it. I'm gonna let it snag up a couple of crackers first.
Well, Kretash, once it unless Cassiopeia is willing to share,
She would be willing to share. She just wanted to get there first.
it will
Yeah.
eat a couple of crackers, and at this point, it will dissipate as an hour has passed.
No. It stays forever.
It should be an hour. That's what I've seen.
Nope.
Oh, no,
Game
that's,
Service
No, I'm thinking
Spirit
the
takes
familiar-
time
the
before
familiar
we choose.
oh
state.
no, that's casting time. Oh, of course, you used to scroll, didn't you? Yeah, right. I'm looking at something else. Never mind.
No. Hang on. Let me. No. Duration is. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Casting time. is
Yeah,
the
no,
hour.
I was looking
Sorry.
at the casting time, but you used to scroll,
Yes.
so it's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
that's my bad then. All right.
Yes. No. It always stays with me.
Okay.
So until it is killed, it will forever be with me unless I snap
Yeah.
it to its plane of existence, in which case I can just snap it back and forth as I please.
Yeah. Okay. Rithik will once again look to the group if they have any more questions.
How much further have we got left to travel?
On the horse, a day if we're quick. Maybe more if we run into trouble. We don't have another camp,
Okay.
so if we do run into trouble, it'll be a lot less hot meals and a lot less soft beds.
Okay. We should probably retire and get ready for the journey ahead.
Meet me before we leave in
Well,
the
we
morning, and if
we
I
need
have a
to eat
solution,
first tonight.
I will present it to you.
Of course.
You are dismissed. And Wa,
Salutes.
you can call me Rithik. I'm not your captain.
Thank you. Rithik.
Rithik will chuckle to himself, and he will write something
And
in his journal as you leave.
Can the
I
rest of
will
us
actually
also
touch
call
him
you
on the
Rithik?
shoulder.
Kretash first.
I was just gonna touch him on the shoulder as I was leaving and say, and I apologize for the mess I've just given you.
From what I hear, you're gonna give me more than one.
Probably.
Get some rest. You'll need it. We have a long ride
Nod and
ahead.
walk out.
Takumi, you want to say
Do the
something?
rest? Can the rest of us also call you Rithik, or what?
Oven.
You're not good in social situations, are you, Takumi?
No, no, I wouldn't say I am,
It's
but I
nice.
try.
It's nice to know that Masato is accurate when he's telling me his stories.
Wouldn't believe everything, but guess that's one thing that probably holds up.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't I? It's been nothing but loyal to Standing Lord Dormir.
So I've heard.
It's not every day a Standing Lord offers you an oath.
Must be quite the honor for him.
Indeed. At least from what he tells me. I'm sure he can tell you the full story.
Indeed, him and I are due for a chat quite soon.
You'll have time. For now, leave me. I have much work to do.
Yes, sir.
No, sir. You're not following my orders yet.
Alright, I'll leave you to it.
And then he will look to Seelia, who is the last in the tent.
And I too will leave. Say goodbye, and again, sorry for the trouble.
You need not apologize. I understand your situation entirely, Celia. I just have to run things with a sense of professionalism, regardless of my own opinion.
I understand. And I'm just gonna leave and head out and get. You said it's for like self-serving,
Mm-hmm.
like the food. I will get one bowl for myself, and I'm gonna take another one, and I'm gonna bring it to Kretash.
Okay. And as you do, is you will sort of grab your meals. Kretash, one is handed to you. and you sort of see the merry men of the camp sitting around, eating, enjoying what is left of their evening. And it is there where we will end it for tonight.
Yay!
Woo, season
Congratulations,
2.
guys, you survived.
We
Still on you.
did.
I still have a hole in the back of my cloak. There's
Oh,
a gash
shit,
in the back
yes.
of my cloak.
Oh my god.
You do. Oh, we have an after. Did you do the after?
I haven't been able to get it in yet, no. So we would use the
Okay,
main webcam for now. But
That's
yeah,
okay.
congratulations, welcome to season 2. And already you have decided to go into encounters not only early but outnumbered.
Hey,
Again,
Hey,
I'd like to
hey,
point out,
hey,
I
hey,
did
hey,
I
hey,
did-
hey,
I
no,
did not.
no,
It was
no.
Cassiopeia only.
one
was
of us
Cassiopeia.
made that choice.
And then chose violence again. Cassiopeia.
I will also be
my
right
You-
back just for
I,
now.
so the beginning of next session will give you guys a chance to talk in your tent for whatever you want to do. Discussing whatever situation. There are a few people that have things to answer for, not just members of the party, I'm sure. But yes,
Ah, yeah.
thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. It has been an interesting experience. Yeah, interesting is the
Word for
right. Yeah, that's
That's
the
the
right,
word
yeah.
for it.
That is the
Um,
word.
But yes, thank you all for joining me, and thank you to the cast as always for putting up with my bullshit. As they always fucking do for some reason.
We love you.
Well, no, it's not bullshit
some
at all, and we're not just saying that just so you don't kill us all.
Well, I'm not the one that's killing you. You know that.
I know, I'm killing myself.
Yep,
I'm
slowly.
still
I have
actually
returned.
Slowly,
Die.
slowly and
I'm back.
surely, slowly
I've
and
returned.
surely. But yes, is there anything the cast would like to address or promote or talk about before we end things off? The floor is, as always, open to you.
And it doesn't have to be D&D related, right?
Not
Some
necessarily.
promotion.
Just-
In which case, I've got something, if I may.
Go for it.
Go for it.
On the 25th at 4:30 p.m. EST, I will be taking part in round 1 of a 16-star open tournament for Mario 64, hosted by the Global Speedrun Association. So if you want to come check it out, it's on the GSA channel. You can find more details out about that from me myself.
Mm-hmm. And
Hell yeah, got a root for you.
I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of practice from your side of things. Anyone else got anything they want to promote? Anything they want to say? Just general thoughts about what's going on? Whatever's on your mind.
I do have one promotion.
Just-
If anybody wants to play chess, hand and brain, we'll be hosting that in my Discord. So join in for that if you'd like to.
Very nice.
Take down the champion.
I just have thoughts and prayers for next episode, and that there is not a war because Cassiopeia decided to throw rib cages around.
I mean, there's already
Cassiopeia-
a war.
Because you will engage in the war if it is an option. Most
There,
likely.
there will
Yeah.
not be a war.
There, I
Will
mean,
not be a
there's
war.
already a war. It's just a question of whether there'll
A
be
second-
another war.
Yes, no, there will not be
Yeah.
a second war. We will not allow that.
Cassiopeia is the type of person who will start the war, and then somebody asks, like, hey, did you do this? And she'll just be like, yes.
Yeah,
I
she's
respect
proud of herself. It's annoying.
I respect
She's not
it.
proud of herself, but she'd be honest if anybody asked her.
That's fair, honestly.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Anyone else? Any more for any more?
I think that's about it. Next
Yeah.
time, earlier start time. Did I say
Yes.
it?
I was waiting
All
until
right.
after you guys are done.
Yeah,
so,
we'll talk
Um,
about that. I also have a question for my fellow cast along with that one. Bonus episode, anybody?
I will
That's
leave
a
that with
question.
you.
I'm gonna have to say no on that one between now and the next session, just because I've got a lot of stuff coming up with. And obviously, if I win this national tournament, I don't know when my schedules will be for it. So
That's
Yeah.
alright.
It's fair. Also, I might be changing jobs at some point in between that, so
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
fingers crossed that I
Awesome.
do end up changing jobs.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yes,
I'm hoping for whatever you're hoping for.
I am very I'm very pleased with my bird's
opinions.
vocalization of a single word so far.
Yes.
I'm
Well,
very pleased with that.
I've introduced the fact to Kretash that, unless specified otherwise, familiars are an extension of their personality and opinions and mannerisms and yeah.
Yep.
And
That's the whole reason the bird didn't win the race. Didn't want it to bring attention to itself.
Again, I will leave that with the Kretash. But, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the next episode, unless there are any major altercations, will be starting an hour earlier to try and better accommodate our Australian members of the cast. As they are up rather early in the morning. If that is
I don't know what you're on about. It's only 9:30 in the morning.
It's only 9. Yeah, 9 a.m.
We've only been awake all night.
Like,
We're totally not about to leave and go to bed.
That's fine.
Of course.
That's fine. But yes,
So,
again, I will be letting people know about that on the Twitter and in the Discord. So if people want to know where I am and like sort of general life updates, which is mainly what I'm using it for, thank you, right? Twitter's for you, and if you want to join the community, be a part of the Jazz Club, Discord is always there. It's not required,
And also,
but you're always welcome.
And also as well, in the Jazz Club, if you are interested in playing Dungeons and Dragons yourself, there are always people that will be running one-shots or want to run their own campaigns, not on stream, so it's definitely a reason to join in.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, yes.
And well, we need to talk one-shots at some point rather soon.
Yes, because I've got one ready to go.
Yeah, and I think that would be a good idea, and obviously we can sort that out. What? Lau?
Yeah.
D&D? No, couldn't be him.
What?
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will be updating Twitter and Discord and stuff about start times once the cast, because again, all these decisions, bonus episodes, start times, I leave them to the cast, because they're the ones I'm here to please at the end of the day. But yeah, so we'll let you know. But well, semantics.
No.
You literally, you
not-
cannot
not
deny
at
that
all.
to me. You've been doing it for the last 9 episodes.
Some people are into it.
Into what? Wait,
Torture.
what did I miss?
The torture of themselves and the pain and suffering that I cause. It's fine.
Masochism.
Yes, exactly. And to be fair, the fact that you guys are still here for a second season says more than I ever could. But so, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, it's likely looking at an hour earlier start time to better accommodate them. But if there are conflicts, obviously we will balance what is best for all. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to set up a raid, and then we're going to say goodbye to everyone. So, from the top left, goodbye to Takumi, the human fighter, played by Shutterboy312.
That is indeed I. Thank you very much for joining us on this journey so far. Chapter 2 has just begun, and hope you'll stick along for the rest of this campaign. Bye-bye.
Goodbye to Kretash the Cold, the Dark Elf Wizard, played by Malachi__gaming.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Goodbye to Seelia, the half Sun Elf Bard, played by the Trinity Isle artist, DelphiniumRai.
Bye.
Goodbye to Wa, Short Temper, the human paladin warlock, played by the TheMrWa.
Goodbye there.
Goodbye to Cassiopeia, the Aarakocra druid, played by TheBarinade.
Bye. I love you all very, very much. Okay, I'm excited for the season.
And goodbye from me, your slightly above average Dungeon Master CJ's ever. And until next time, we hope you survive.